Hello. It's me. Trying to get comfy in my seat. Who'd have thought I'd need more legroom? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. One and all. Happy Mother's Day to anybody in the UK. And anywhere else that it is today. That I never looked at. Anyway. Hi. Are we ready to start episode 3? Now. Before we start, have you got your drinks? Have you got your snacks? Have you had your bathroom breaks, your meds, whatever? Get it done now before it starts. It's always near my birthday, you see. So, which is sometimes good, sometimes bad, because sometimes it lands on my birthday and it's like, I don't get 2 days this year. Ah, great, thanks. Or I get... No, it just... The gifts get combined into one Happy Mother's Birthday gift. Then fuck off. Where's my day? I want my... Nah, I don't care. I don't care. I don't give a shit. It's never the same day every year. Anyway. I got coos. I'm happy. I don't know when this obsession with Highland coos started, but apparently it did, because I've got 8 of them now. Well, technically it's only 4, but there's 3 in... Never mind. Right, you're ready? We're ready. I've got my cup of ice, I've got my cup of Monster, I've got my cup of coffee, I have my trusty vape that is, oh fuck, need filling, there we go, see? I'm going to check these things. And the vape is full. Do I have snacks? Do I need snacks? Never nearby, if I need them. Alright, fuck it. Let's get started. Hello, Mark. Welcome, welcome. I need to remember my volume. The game volume's jumped up because I didn't mess with the macro yet. The real question is, does the kitty have snacks? The kitty is currently sleeping on my fucking side of the bed, bitch. No, I don't know. She's been in a weird mood. Like, my cat doesn't normally sleep with me. She has her own spaces elsewhere. But for the past couple of nights, she's been sort of cuddled up, sat on my leg. Except for last night, where she was cuddled into my arm, wrapped around it like a grizzly bear. A very small, tortoiseshell, cuddly bear. She got up this morning, went to the bathroom, had something to eat, and promptly went back to covering my pillow in fluff. So, if I die in the night, I choked on fur. There we go. Does that count as getting into Valhalla? I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, episode 3 of Scarlet Hollow. I don't know if I'm ready for this. Proceed if you dare. If you'd like to continue with this world state in episode 3, please save your game now. I should have did this yesterday, but I did save it, but let's continue. Would you like to see a recap before starting episode 3? Oh, you tried the monster assault, and? I'll wait, this is important. You like? See, now I'm even sadder that I can't buy it in my country anymore. Fuck's sake. That's good, right? It was my favourite. It was my favourite, because the only other ones I had options were mango ones, and mango sucks. Yes, let's... Yes, but just a recap of episode 2. I like that. Listen, you'd better stay out of trouble today. I want you home by sunset. I don't want to hear complaints, just do what I ask and we won't have any more problems. Tabitha takes a few steps towards the door. Give me a sec. Surna, this is my first run ever. I've never played this game before. My traits were mystical and street smarts. Yeah, this is my first run. Wow, that is some heavy stuff. No wonder Stella seemed distant. I'm going to keep my ears open for you. The diner is where everyone comes to gossip, so I hear a lot about what goes on around here. I'll let you know if anyone mentions those monsters or anything else strange or unusual. Have either of you seen Rosalina around town? I don't want to be a helicopter dad, but she hasn't been answering my texts, and I want to make sure she isn't getting into trouble out there. Hi, Dr. Kelly. We were wondering if it would be okay if Reese came out. Yeah. I need to take my hoodie off. Nothing strenuous, we promise. Whatever you two have planned is probably beyond what he can manage right now. Thanks, Caesar. I am the only person in this town who truly cares about your safety. Don't forget that. Even if it's already too late to stop what's going to happen. As the miners pack their things, you scribble your phone number onto a scrap of paper. Hey, thanks for the help. It was great to meet you all. You reach towards Isaac's and shake his hand, passing your note to his palm. Don't mention it. You're interrupted by a sudden movement out of the corner of your eye. A girl carrying a bundle of snacks pops through a hole in the fence and disappears over the crest of a hill. She didn't. I guess the old Maxwell place doesn't cut it as a secret hangout spot these days. But the Shaw mine? That place was shut down like 100 years ago. After a collapse that killed over 100 people. You pull out your phone and you dial your cousin. What is it? You know I'm in a meeting. A kid just snuck into the Shaw mine. I figured you should know. What? Are you serious? Why do these things keep happening to me? Ugh, whatever. I'll head over there as soon as I can. Just stay where you are and wait for me, alright? God, I don't even know why I'm trying to reason with you. It's not like you'll listen. My dad is a foreman at the continuous mining facility, and he says they only abandoned this mine because there wasn't enough coal left. So it's actually really safe and we can hang out here whenever we want. Correction. Your father was a foreman at the continuous mining facility. We'll see if he even has a job tomorrow morning. My dad says our house is haunted. But she's interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. You turn to see Becca and Alexis gone, and the Rosalina anxiously hovering in front of a small tunnel in the cavern wall. She freezes as you notice her. There is something in the darkness before you that's much louder, though you don't hear it, but you can feel it in your chest like the deep growl of a predator. What do you think you're doing? Get away from there! Your cousin dives towards you, but not before the light from your phone illuminates the chamber. Moki, are you alright? You and Tabitha manage to squeeze through the entrance just as the walls of the mines come crashing down. Holy shit, you're okay. Oh, thank God. That was a surprisingly close call. We could all died in there. What did you weirdos do? Everything was fine until you adults showed up. Becca, shut up. I like that bit. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. You collapse in Tabitha's dusty guest bed, your head empty of thoughts. After your time in the Shaw mine, you barely even notice the dust. When you close your eyes, you see the shadowy figures that gathered behind Stella in the mines. Your thoughts are drawn to the carving on the wall and to the visions it imparted upon you. Wake up. Sunshine filters in through the dusty windows of the estate as the dull aches of last night's activities throb in and out of focus. You managed to survive a second night in the town of Scarlet Hollow. As you pull yourself out of bed, you can feel the soot and grime of the Shaw mine still stuck to your skin. I apologise for getting my words in a muddle. Take a shower. I don't even remember the last time I did take a shower. You step into the guest bathroom and into the shower. The water is hot and, surprisingly enough, clean. As steam fills your lungs and soot washes down the drain, Ooh. I'm always going to pick the status answers, aren't I? But I'll look at the rest. Mystical, every minute feels like another thread holding this town together, starts to unravel, thoughts of doom consume me. Think about Duke and the image of him lying there slumped against a tree with half his head blown off. Scrub feverishly, trying to scrape the memories from your skin as if they're a part of the dirt that coats you. Think about Sybil's warning, the worst is yet to come. Think about Wayne and wonder how many times he's watched you unseen. Think about someone special. Think about finally being out of this hellhole and safe in your own bed. Well, this is not the kind of shower that you think about someone special, and by the looks of it, no thank you very much. I think every minute feels like another thread holding this town together. Imagine Wayne watching you right now. Oh, Zethus, why? Is that a wind? No, that's why? Why would you do that to me? Thoughts of doom consume me. You're done here. Hi, Zethus. Okay, bear back. Wash away your sins. You're done here, you turn off the faucet and dry yourself off. Time to start your day. Check on the opossum. We've checked on him every other time. What? There's two. There are two of them now. Pet them. They'll both... Please get out of my dresser. Wave at them. You wave down at the opossums. They look up at you. Pet them. Against your better judgment, you reach out to the opossums, hand outstretched. Oh well, it was worth a shot. Maybe now they'll leave your dresser and return to nature where they belong. You hold your breath and approach the bedroom window. After finding that bootprint in Viscera in the garden yesterday, you can't help but anticipate something staring back at you. It's the same view. You turn back to the guest room. Every time you see that doll, your heart skips a beat. It hasn't moved, right? That's enough of this closet. You turn back to the guest room. Message your group chat with Stella and Kaneko or message them separately. Message your group chat. You pull out your phone and open up your group chat with Stella and Kaneko. I actually bonded with Tabitha last night. Wow. Morning, how you guys holding up? Last night was terrible. What's the game plan? I get to meet race today! No, that's too excited. Send a photo of a painful man. No. Morning, how are you guys holding up? It'll probably be a bit before you get a response. You pull out your phone to text Stella. How are you holding up? It'll probably be a bit. Text Kanika. How are things? Sending a photo of an exhausted Ben Affleck. Why? How are things with Miles? Want to hang out? Oh, how are things with Miles? But want to hang out before that? It'll probably be a bit before you get a response. Head downstairs. You've done everything you wanted to up here. It's time to start your day. Playing the field, keep your options open. Wait, what? The achievement I just got was playing the field, keeping your options open. What field am I playing? Maybe I shouldn't ask that just yet. You enter the kitchen to find your cousin in the midst of devouring a pint of banana chocolate chunk, and she isn't alone. Frou-Frou glares at you from her usual spot on the counter as the red-headed woman busies herself trying to tidy as best she can. Tabitha's gaze swivels from the woman to you, her glare intensifying. I have to offer her my boiled peanuts. I mean, come on. I've offered everybody else. You hold out your boiled peanuts as an offering to the woman in the kitchen. Thank you so much for the generous offer, sweetie, but I'm afraid I'll have to pass. I had a really bad experience with boiled peanuts once in the summer of 17? Wait, let me think. 16? No, it was definitely 17. Anyways, my husband and Tulip and I were on this road trip to Rolling Rock, and why do you still have those things? Hi, I'm okay. Oh, good morning. I'm Janie. Just here to do my little weekly cleaning. Whatever cleaning Miss Tabitha will let me do, at least. I could have this place looking brand new, you know. Don't go making any big renovations or moving anything around. I like knowing where my stuff is. Okie dokie. It's so finally nice to meet you, Moki. I mean, I guess I did meet you on Monday when you popped into the diner. Janie. But seeing someone somewhere and meeting them face to face are two completely different things, I suppose. Thanks. All I'm trying to say is that it's wonderful to finally actually meet you, and I'm so happy part of the family is here to keep Miss Tabitha company with everything that's got. Janie! Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Tabitha. Am I being too much again? Tabitha grumbles in acknowledgement. Oh, are we having ice cream for breakfast? I'll have no sass from you today. There was a massive mine collapse on my property last night. I can practically feel the whispers of unionisation already. So I'm under a lot of stress right now, in case you hadn't put that together. And there is no we here. This stuff is way too hard to get a hold of for me to share. I absolutely agree, Tabitha. Absolutely agree. Cannot agree more. Stay the fuck away from my caramel sutra. Tabitha takes one last spoonful of ice cream, then discards the empty container, turning to you with her trademark scowl. Let's get going. I've got an errand to run in town, and every time I've left you here alone, something terrible's wound up happening, so you're coming with me. Somebody find Tabitha's bitch switch and flip it to the good side, then break it so she can flip back. Street smart lie. I'll be out there in a couple of minutes. Got to wrap up my morning routine. Yay, cousin bonding time. But I haven't had breakfast. You can't just take away my freedom like that. I don't need a babe. Fuck off. I'm lying. I'll be out there in a couple of minutes. I feel like shit for last night, and I still have to wrap up my morning routine. Look, I get it, but there's a lot on my plate today, and I want to spend some time with you before more things start piling on. I already waited long enough for you to get up. Janie, lock up when you leave, please, and don't go rearranging anything. I'll know. As you're ready to leave, Janie approaches from the far side of the kitchen. Tabitha remains between the two of you, impatiently tapping her foot. Oh, Moki, before you go, I heard about what happened last night. I mean, I heard about it before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now, and then I heard it again. I just wanted to say that I'm so sorry you got caught up in that. You two did right by those kids, though. What a blessing, everyone getting out of that situation all right. Oh, there's two! Explore. It's Explore. I'd love to chat, but I hate to interrupt your work. I'm in town for it. Last night was an unavoidable tragedy, but I'm afraid there's more to come. Oh dear. That sounds just dreadful. Have you considered stopping by the church at some point this week? My husband's the pastor, and he's been going absolutely stir-crazy since we moved here, what with nobody really attending sermons. It'd probably do him a lot of good to talk you through your worries. Wait, you're married to the creepy youth pastor I've been hearing about? Sorry, have to do it. Oh, dear, are they still saying that about him around town? We'd hoped that would have faded as soon as they got to know him. Not sure where he even came from, he's such a sweet man. He's a good father to our Tulip, always focuses his sermons on loving thy neighbour, but maybe the folks around here prefer talk of fire and brimstone. Oh well, the offer still stands if you'd like to talk to someone. You can see for yourself whether or not he's as creepy as they say. Oh fuck, enough dawdling, we're leaving. You and Tabitha walk through the doors of the estate and into her car. The ride to town is uneventful, your cousin unsurprisingly more focused on the road than on making conversation. Alright, we're just popping into the general store for a few minutes. What are we doing at the general store? Picking up tea from Sybil. Ah, gotcha. Picking up tea. Yeah, I'm picking up tea. Why are you saying it all weird? It's okay, Tabitha, you can tell me if Sybil's your dealer. Did you think I was taking you with me to buy drugs? I'm picking up normal tea for drinking. Sure ya. You wink at your cousin. Her face tightens into an all-familiar scowl. After everything that's happened the past 2 days, it's nice to just go on an errand. Exactly. You and Tabitha turn as the door to the general store bursts open. A flustered Kanika exits, shouting behind her. Fine, okay, keep coddling him. Keep letting him get away with the stuff you would never have let me do so much as think about. I'm sick of carrying this family. Kanika storms off, the door slowly drifting shut behind her. Other people and their drama. If more people kept things to themselves, they'd be a lot happier. I'm surprised to see her let loose like that. I'm glad she's finally letting loose. Maybe her family will stop taking advantage of her. I need to turn my heating down before I fucking cook. Poor Kanika's really going through it. Yeah, I've never been one for public displays. You seem so happy, Tabitha. What a shining example. I'm glad she's finally letting loose. Maybe her family will stop taking advantage of her. She's been so measured since I've met her. Her family is taking advantage of her because she lets them. Not because she's normally measured and composed. A display like this means nothing if she's still here next year, and yet again the year after that. If anything, it just tightens the ties that bind her here. Why do you care so much? I think you're only saying that because you want to leave. Oh, that's an interesting point. Why do you care so much? Come on already, let's go. The bells of the general store chime as you cross the threshold. The smells of old wood and steamy herbal tea flood your senses, making you feel instantly at home. Good morning, you two. Hope you're doing well after last night's activities. Morning. Is the new blend ready? Of course. Okay, if you'd like to keep Miles company, Tabitha and I will just be a minute. can't believe you tried to tell me you weren't here to buy drugs. Oh, she most certainly is. Didn't you know that there's no better place in Scarlet Hollow to stock up on the devil's lettuce than my little old tea shop? What? I am not some kind of stoner. Do you know what? It doesn't matter. Think what you will. I'm just pulling your leg, dear. Sybil motions for Tabitha to follow, and they both disappear into the tea room, closing the door behind them with a tinkling of bells. Try and listen in. I have to. I'm a nosy bitch. You find a subtle spot near the door and listen in. The walls to the tea room are surprisingly thick, and you can only make out snippets of the conversation. I know it. Longer, short notice, aren't easy to come by. Is there enough? Just fine. Make sure this is all. I'm not keeping it. You only have one. Plenty of times. Your listening session is halted as the tinkling of bells announce another patron. Oh, he's tall. Excuse me? Wait, you're Moki, aren't you? My name's Bo. I'm Duke's boy. It's a pleasure to meet you. Mrs. Forsyth called me on the phone and told me you saw what happened to my daddy. I could have saved them. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for your loss. Yeah, it wasn't pretty. Sorry, Bo. Folks don't seem to care that your dad is dead, do they? Okay, that's a bit harsh. I could have saved them. I'm so sorry. That is true. I could have saved them instead of the dog. Who bored me one of them country strong boys, Yep. I could have saved them. I'm so sorry. It's okay. My daddy used to say I'm as strong as they come, but I still get scared sometimes out in them woods. I'm sure you did the best you could. Mama's pretty broken up about it. I'm trying to hold it together since I'm the man of the house now, but it ain't easy. Me and him were supposed to bring Big Betty to the state fair this week, but now he's gone, and as of this morning, so is she. So I suppose if I'm not going to the fair, I may as well make myself useful and get out into the woods to look for what's left of my daddy. You was there, right? You tell me where to look so I can try and find them. Is Big Betty one of your chickens? I think that was the name of the chicken. If you're scared of the woods, you shouldn't go up there. I don't think you want to see him like that. Your dad was killed by ditchlings. That's the thing that was stealing your chickens. Oh. Explore. Is Big Betty one of your chickens? Nah, she ain't a chicken. Big Betty's a prize pumpkin. She was a big lady too. I'd expect she was at least 2,000 pounds. Not too easy to move something like that. Could be she rolled off down a hill, but I can't be looking for her just yet, what with everything else going on. If you're scared of the woods, you shouldn't go up there. My daddy always said that even if I felt afraid, I should remember I was big and strong. He said if I knew to use my fists, there wasn't nothing that could hurt me, so he taught me how to use them. So those woods might still get scary sometimes, but I reckon there's no better way to show my daddy I learned those lessons than to go out there and find them. Have you seen anything strange on the farm past couple of days? Not really, no, but I've been awful busy what with everything that's still been happening. Them chickens keep disappearing, though. Do I want to say this? Your dad was killed by ditchlings. They're monsters that show up when something bad is going to happen, and they're the things that have been stealing your chickens. Mrs. Forsyth said something like that on the phone. I ain't never heard of a ditchling before, but whatever they are, they won't stop me from trying to find them. I can tell you where he is, it's not safe. I can't tell you where he is, it's not safe. He died in... No, I have to tell him. It's his dad, for fuck's sake. He died on the northwest edge of town, off the Asgina Trail. Thank you, Moki. I appreciate you trying to help us out. I don't rest easy knowing he's out there somewhere all by his lonesome. And please tell Miss Scarlet I'm sorry about our mama. Tabitha and Sybil are still in the tea room. Your phone buzzes. Oh my god, I overslept. Still gotta make myself breakfast, meet at library after figure out plan. And then it buzzes again. Hey again, lol, lol. If you want to come over for breakfast, we'd honestly love to hang out. And then it buzzes yet again. Somebody was busy this morning. Sliding into the DMs, are we? If you want to hang out before the library thing, I'm parked in the abandoned lot by the gas station. It's hard to miss. And that's that. You can't possibly get any more texts. This is Isaac's from the mine. You gave me your number yesterday. I'm out behind the diner if you want to talk. Oh, fuck me! You have plenty of time before dinner at Reese's house. I don't like that go after I don't like that go after Kanika. Swing by Stella's, check in on Oscar. Oh my god, I'm so busy! But yeah, Isaac's is an explorer, so that's fine. You probably have time to slip off in here, but Isaac's has to say before Tabitha even knows that you're gone. You hold the bells in the door to the general store, quieting them while you make a silent exit. I know, right? Who'd have friends? You find Isaac smoking out by the dumpsters behind Winnie's diner. Thought you weren't going to show. I don't have a lot of time. Would you want to tell me? Good. I don't have a lot of time either, especially to spend talking to you. I put two and two together. I know you're related to the boss and the other guys are all riled up. They're talking action. If they saw me out here with you, they'd think I was some kind of scab. But none of them will listen to me, especially now. They've all got bigger things to worry about than a single missing miner. I haven't forgotten about him now. Anything you want to know, just ask. Ooh, why would he be following me? Did something happen to him at the mines? Find any weird stuff? Uncover anything that wasn't meant to be uncovered? No, I don't think so. The few shifts he was picking up were all above ground, mostly operating machinery. Pretty cushy stuff, to be honest. Why would he be following me? Damned if I know. I didn't even know you existed until yesterday. I suppose Tabitha could have told him about you. So maybe he's trying to get to someone close to his ex? Seems like a pathetic move to me, but relationships change people. Maybe even a man like Wayne can be broken by somebody like her. So Tabitha was dating an employee? Yeah, wasn't it the first time either. I know some of the other fellas she dated, they said she was the coldest woman they'd ever met. Had a habit of dropping him a few months in before picking up the next poor son of a bitch who fell for her wiles. I guess us cold boys are pretty desperate. Especially when a woman of means like that approaches you. You never know if you're going to be the one who lucks out and locks down that old family wealth. Guess Wayne wasn't lucky. I told you yesterday that your friend isn't missing. But why wouldn't he come and tell me he's alright? Where's he staying? Why is he hiding from everybody? It just doesn't sound like him. I'm not sure the man you think is Wayne is really him. I don't know what he is now, but he doesn't feel human. A day ago I wouldn't have believed you, but I've seen some weird shit since getting off work last night. Caught some kind of hairless monkey rifling through my trash, and I couldn't get this whispering out of my head last night. The woods are infested with those things. I think you're going to see and hear a lot more of that in the coming days. I'd get out of town if I were you. I kind of want to say that. So I do. I'd get out of town if I were you. Yeah, I know a bad vibe when I see one, and this whole town feels it's gone straight to hell. Still, It's not like I've got somewhere else to be. What was he like? He was a light-hearted kind of guy. You know, he was always joking around on the job. Amazing fella to grab beers with. No keen on doing hard work, so it wasn't too strange when he barely picked up any shifts once that relationship started. I'm sure he saw her as a bit of a meal ticket, so maybe he wasn't too smart. But he was a good friend. The closest one I had. Do you think Tabitha did something to him? Yeah, I do. That or maybe Perlan. I don't know what it would be, but something happened up at that house. The week it went down, everyone was so up in arms about Miss Perlan's death. Almost nobody cared about the fact that some transplant miner went missing. Do you know how Perlan died? Heard it was natural causes, you know, died in her sleep. She was old and a smoker. Figured her lungs finally gave up on her. What kind of action are people talking? Isaac's glances around nervously. They're talking about a strike, but you didn't hear it from me. Isaac's eyes take one last long drag of his cigarette. I appreciate you coming by to talk. I can't say I'm happy with what you've told me, but I'm glad somebody's looking into this. Seems like everybody else was perfectly happy to sweep it under the rug. Isaac tosses his cigarette back. It goes without saying that you better not go telling anybody that we talked. And if you see him, or whoever it is pretending to be him, you tell him his buddy's worried about him, alright? Isaac's heads back inside, and you find yourself alone again. Oh, Zethus, you're fine. Yeah, now I'm home, and now I'm driving, and no, I wasn't on the roads when I was in here, I was part. I appreciate that you did that. I appreciate that you confirmed that you weren't driving and texting, because driving and texting's a really shitty thing you do. Wait for responsibility! Yay! I'm glad you're back, by the way. It's nice to see ya! Oh dear. Give me a second. I'm just going to take my socks off. Right, for information, I wear about 4 pairs of socks every day because my feet are always freezing, so, you know. I don't know why that was vital information to share with everybody, but it was. Like, I wear 4 pairs of socks and a pair of slippers because my feet are like ice all the fucking time, because I've got bad nerves. So, and I hope you bought yourself something nice, Zethus. I'm going to take a drink of a coffee, because somebody's hungry. You are informed. I am an oversharer. You have a fan with both heat. Zethus, I have an air conditioner unit in the corner of my bedroom that also works as a heater, so I understand. I get it. Best money I ever spent. Right. I've had a drink. What are you going to take? Now there's a sentence. There's a sentence indeed. Yeah, before I can say, do you know what I was doing this morning? Well, you won't until I tell you. I was looking for short stories to read, because I've really enjoyed doing this so much, the reading of this game, that I was looking for short stories to read, but the ones I were finding were a bit shit, so, yeah. So I'm going to need more games like this. She says as her voice just cracked. Right. Text your cousin and warn her about the strike? No, oh, but it's an explorer. Oh, but it's an explorer. Oh, it's an explory thing. Oh. I want her to like me. You pull out your phone and send Tabitha a warning text about the strike. Are you serious? On top of everything else I have to deal with, who told you? Where even are you? Wait, is this a prank? Did Stella put you up to this? Yes, it's a prank. You were taking too long. My sources are confidential. If you want good info, they'll stay that way. My sources are confidential. If you want good info, they'll stay that way. Fine. Thanks for telling me. Good to know where your loyalties lie. Give Tabitha a heads up about the strike achievement. Headed back to the mine to stay ahead of this. See you after work. Stay out of trouble. It looks like hanging out with Tabitha is off the table for now. Go after Kanika. I'd like that sentence. Just go after her. I mean, yeah. Right. Out of all of these, Kanika's the one I want to go and see. Not because she's a goth girl or anything, just, you know. You follow the directions Kanika texted you and soon find yourself in a disused parking lot hidden behind the shuttered shops on Main Street. We do indeed need our daily intake of goth. She's sitting alone in the back of her van. I mean, I'm here. You know, I'm kinda gothy-ish, maybe. Meh. But she notices you lurking on the edge of the parking lot and waves, her troubled expression brightening into a smile. Hey, you made it! Hop on in! I really do like that top, actually. There's something different about Kanika today. It's as if her spirit has dimmed, her body language tense and tired. Romans to your stations, the Goths are coming. Hi, Fear. How are you today? Nice to see you. Sorry if this is a weird place to hang out. I'm, taking a mental health day. I kinda need some space for the store. Plus, I feel like ass. I'm exhausted and a little out of it. Must have inhaled too much coal dust last night. There's a flirt option? Well, hello. There is a flirt option. Now I get why it said play in the field. Haha. Right, let's see what else. Oh, there's a lot of other options. You and my cousin don't seem to get along very well. Ghost hunting tonight. Reese's, how are you doing after last night? Miner's going to strike. Don't care. Sounds like you were having some kind of argument. That might be worth exploring. What's going on with you and your folks? Oh, waggle eyebrow and game goth girlfriend. I mean, you never know. Whoa, you're sick. You better not be contagious. Do you think something in the mind's wage? Look. She's obviously a bit depressed. She's upset. I'd cheer her up a little bit, right? You know? Put a little smile on her face. I'm exhausted, been moving things into the new place since yesterday. Oh! I'm so glad that you're moving, but I'm so sorry that it's sucky. It's the shit that you got to go through. I mean, you did say you liked her top as soon as I did say I liked her top. You're right. I'm only saying what's true. Well, you look great. Are you trying to lay down the charm on me? Maybe it's working. Keep it up and see. Nice. I've still got it. Do you think something in the mind's made you sick? Kanika reflects on your question and shudders. I was chalking it up to spending too much time breathing in that old mine dust, but with whatever happened to Wayne, I don't want to think about it. Are you sick? I feel great! I'm tired, but I don't think I'm sick. I don't think so, but oh no, what if I am? How does anyone know they're sick? What even is sickness? I'm tired. You should see how many flirt options you get if you go with the hot trait. Next playthrough, Zethus. Next playthrough, I'm going. What was the other option? There was hot and there was the strong. Was it hot and physique? The big buff one? I'm fuck it. I don't care. I'm tired, but I don't think I'm sick. Okay. I think that's a relief. Normal, sick and coal dust induced asthma I can handle. Hot and animal talker? Oh no, that could be a dangerous mix. No, I don't want to flirt with animals. No. Skin melting off, not so much. What's going on with you and your folks? Sounds like you were having some kind of argument. Oh wait, not like that, no. You see how you fell into that trap there? She sighs. Yeah, family stuff. Are you sure you want me to get into it? I don't want to dump all that drama on you. Of course, I'm here for you. Wait on me, I'm a fiend for drama. Only if you're comfortable sharing. We've only known each other for a couple of days. Are you sure you trust me like that? On second thought, nah, sounds like a lot. You're a cunt. Okay, only if you're comfortable sharing, or of course. See, I like that one because it gives her the option to back out if she doesn't want to. But, of course, I'm here for you. Ah, come on, we're all in. Let's go. Thanks, Smokey. I really do appreciate that. Especially since you were there last night, you really get it. So many people having such a close call like that. There's no way to really imagine how that feels until it's happened to you. So, after I got home last night, I had to deal with my brother. He really made me feel like I was the bad guy, especially once we got home. Like, the whole collapse of the mine was my fault. Mum didn't help. She never does. She always takes his side, saying he's young and he's allowed to make mistakes. Mistakes that I could never dream of getting away with. When we told her what happened, she just said the same shit she always does about family and getting along, and sent us to bed with tea. Her favourite method of conflict resolution is if a little hot leaf water ever really helped anybody. What's the deal with her and tea anyways? I don't know if you've seen the sign in the tea room, but apparently tea is life. It's like she thinks she's some kind of witch. Kinda boiled over this morning though. She wound up blaming me for letting Miles sneak off onto the mines, saying that if I'd been working like I was supposed to, he wouldn't have got in trouble. Like I'm supposed to be in charge of a sullen teenager every second of the day, while working. And it's not like I don't care. I'm always stressing out about that kid or the store or another million little things that I'm supposed to deal with. None of this should be on me. These are the best years of my life and I'm wasting them in this dying town. Keeping a store afloat while my mum just messes around with little herbs or whatever. I'd made it out of here. I'd gotten into grad school. I was good at it. I was going to graduate with honours and everything. But then Dad died and I had to come back for the funeral, and then I just had to stick around to help Mum sort a few things. First it was a month, and then 2. And now here I am, over a year later, and those few things have become my life. I don't want to be this person. If I could, I'd just drive this van all the way to the coast, lie down on the beach, never come back. Sounds like your family's holding you back on purpose. Oh, now, full transparency, that is me. That was me in my 20s, almost 30s. That was me, to a much worse degree. What about Stella and Reese? No. Stella and Reese, their own lives. Street smart. Sounds like your family's holding you back on purpose. Oh, and I don't know if I asked, have you heard of the Magnus Archives? The Magnus Archives, I do not know that name at the top of my head. Nope, it's not ringing a bell. So feel free to tell me about the Magnus Archives are. Like, they're scared that if you leave, you'll never come back again and they'll crumble without you. And they have no right to hold you back like this. That is what I wish someone had said to me in my 20s. Like, way back at the start, I wish somebody had said that to me. You have no idea. That got a bit real, really good. It's a horror podcast written by... Ooh. Oh. Oh, yes, please. I'd like that. And much like myself, you have no idea how much I needed to hear that. They really make me feel nuts sometimes, just for wanting to live my own life, to want to make decisions about my future instead of the future of the family. Like, just because I was born into this family, I should be saddled with all its responsibilities? Fuck no! I should just leave. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on. Sorry, I can't see the words. Hang on a minute, I need to respond to somebody that I know and it sucks. I know and it fucking sucks. Anyway, sorry. I cannot see the words maybe tomorrow without thinking of the theme tune to The Littlest Hobo. And I know I'm probably ruining this episode for you, Zeth, this by my constant stopping and starting. I'm sorry. I know you do, Anna. It's fine. I'm still here. I'm still alive. I survived. Just. I survived. Still, I made all those ghost hunting plans. I can't just skip out on her like that. You can. But yeah, tomorrow. Definitely tomorrow. You should come with me. Make plans to leave town with Kanika! It's fine, real words. Yeah, I've got ADHD. I'm unmedicated. Kinda easily distracted. By all means, yes please. Yes please. God, and of course I feel like an asshole for talking about all of this now, the morning after a mind collapse. But I guess that's what's pushed all this over the edge. Nothing like a major disaster to make you question the direction your life is taking, right? The Magnus Archives is a supernatural horror fiction podcast written by Jonathan Sims and directed by Alexander Newell, exploring written and recorded statements of investigations done by the paranormal research group the Magnus Institute. It dives into the horrific and impossible experiences of its cast while untangling the true nature of the Institute itself. I like the sound of that. I may have to check that out later. I get to flirt again! Why am I excited about flirting with a fictional character? Yeah, let's not examine that too closely. I wouldn't have met you if you hadn't stuck around. It's not all bad. Why leave tomorrow though if you're serious about getting out of town? It should be today. How are you doing after last night's Side the Family stuff? Ooh. I wouldn't have met you if you hadn't stuck around. It's not all bad. You're right. I guess some good things can come from messed up situations. I'm serious, by the way. If I leave town tomorrow... When I leave town tomorrow, you should come with me. Oh, if you... Do I just leave today and that's it? Is that the end of the episode? Just hit a wee save, just in case. But why leave tomorrow? If you're serious, it should be today. I can't let Stella down like that. And before you say anything, this is different than the stuff with my family. I like Stella. How are you doing after last night? Aside from the family stuff. Not great if you couldn't tell by now. At least I was able to get to sleep once the adrenaline wore off, even if I barely felt like I got any rest at all. Before things get heated with my folks, Mum gave me some more of this tea that's supposedly good for, I don't know, recovery, rejuvenation. Definitely have to check it out later, Zethis. And remind me at some point because, you know, ADHD. It must have been caffeinated or something because it did not help me fall asleep. But it's kind of helping with the headache. And at least it tastes good. What about you? I hate it here and want to leave. Soon, Moki. You and my cousin don't seem to get along very well. That's putting it lightly, but yeah. Sometimes you just don't get along with people. If you have to ask, I think she's a repugnant, selfish human being to her core. And she's a big jerk too. Did she do something to you? It seems personal. Besides her general bad attitude? No, she hasn't necessarily done anything to me. But Mum tried to buy the general store out from under my dad more times than he could count. She was an absolute snake of a woman. And the apple didn't fall far from the tree, judging by how Tabitha treats the miners. If I weren't here, I'm sure the store would already belong to the Scarlets. There's no way my mum or Miles would have the backbone to stand up to her. Zethis, you're in my Discord. You can message me anything you like. And yes, please. Just another way this town manages to keep its nasty little hooks in me. She and Stella seem like they're close. Wouldn't her buying the general store be a ticket out here? It's not that simple. Thank you. My dad worked so hard to keep that store out of the Scarlet's hands. He knew as soon as Pearl Ann got it, she'd have a stranglehold on housing, work and supplies for the miners. Next thing you know, your town has lost 100 years of progress and you're back in the era of company towns. If I left, it would be a slap in the face to everything my family has worked towards since my grandfather's time. And it sucks that I'm the only one in the family who cares about that anymore, but I guess that's life. Crazy to think I might just leave it all for the vultures. She and Stella seem like they're close, or at least like they used to be. Yeah, I don't know what Stella saw in her. Sorry, my words are getting messed up. I'm having a bit of trouble keeping my words right today. I ask anyone who has played Slay the Princess if they've heard about it. It's kind of like a bit for me at this point. Well, I am happy to participate in the bit. And I'll let you know what I think. And I'm brutally honest, so if I don't like it, I'll tell you. But if I do like it, I won't lie about it either. Oh, they got close in high school. Sorry, I missed that. I was taking a lot of online AP classes, so I wasn't around like I used to be. Maybe it's my fault they end up hanging out so much. It seemed like they were always together, but by the time I got back to town, they didn't seem to be talking anymore. Never really got the whole picture of what happened there, but thank God, then I didn't have to see the woman all the time. It's like spreading the gospel. Fair point. Maybe Stella brought out her better side. Maybe. But whatever side she might have seen, I sure as hell haven't seen it. I'm not asking that, because that feels really shitty, especially when I'm trying to flirt with her as well. You really need to cut her some slack. She went after those kids with me yesterday. She put herself in danger to do that. Oh, that's a fair point. Can't put my finger on why, but I really like her. It's like I need her validation. I thought that. Oh, it's that time of day everybody's walking at my front door. I need to silence her. I think she puts it up her, but she's softer than she seems. Kind of ambivalent towards her. But she did. See, that seems a fair statement. She did go after the kids. Okay, she's a cunt. Maybe, but you really need to cut her some slack. She went after those kids with me yesterday. She put herself in danger to do that. Yeah, because she didn't want to get sued by their parents. You were there when she said those exact words. When someone says who they are, you should listen to them, even if it's inconvenient for how you'd like to see them. That's a fair point too. Shit. You went through all 200 episodes in like 1.5 weeks. So I've got a challenge. Aha! It sounds like the miners are going on strike. Long time coming. Good for them. I hope they take your cousin to the cleaner. Oh, okay. Are we still going over to Reese's place today? Oh, right. With everything going on, I almost forgot. Yeah, I think that's around 4. Here's hope he's still up for it. I'm dying to know what he's been up to in that little dungeon room of his. He's got a dungeon. Ooh. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried about the guy. Even with everything else that's been going on. Oh, can I just... Oh, can I not... Hang on. I'm going to wait for a minute because there's Edge over on Truffle's side. I'm just waiting. So, time for a drink. I don't know what it is today. Tripping over my words a little more. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm tired. I don't know. I don't know. Ba-da-dum-ba-ba-dum. Oh. Anyway, what you been up to the day, Rantler? Just while we're taking a wee minute. You been behaving yourself? Welcome back. I think there was an ad break in progress, so I waited. Oh, I'm in the wrong place. Click back in, kid. He's so mysterious, I can't wait to meet the strange basement man. I'm glad you found his Phantom of the Opera vibes intriguing. It's probably going to be good for him to meet new people. Maybe it'll get him to leave his underground fortress every now and then. Any tips for making a good first impression? I don't think you need to worry about making a good impression. If I know Reese, he'll be way too worried about his own shit to even think to be offended by anything you say. Even if you insult his art, he'd probably just think he deserved it, the poor guy. Is Reese me too? Don't do that, by the way. It would be like kicking a puppy. What kind of art does he do? Really dark stuff. It's good though. Guy's terrible at getting it out there. Not that I blame him, but it's the sort of stuff that will blow up the second he dies. Which hopefully won't be for a very long time. Sorry to get a little macabre. Macabre? That's a good one, but I can never pronounce it right. I hope he lives up to the hype. Go easy on the dude. He's a little shy, so don't expect him to blow you away with the sheer force of his charisma. His art does a lot of the talking for him. I don't trust his mum. I don't! His mum's got it rough, her whole life's probably been derailed, but I don't! I got a vibe! I don't trust his mum. I don't either. Things just don't add up with the two of them. See, I knew me and her were on the right wavelength. So, ghost hunting tonight? It's why I'm still here, right? I'm still pretty sure there are no such things as ghosts, but I'm starting to lose a little bit of that conviction. After last night, after seeing those ditch things in the road, Kanika visibly shudders. Here's hoping it's just the pipes or something. God, I don't need to see any more supernatural shit this week. I still think there's a rational explanation. What if ghosts are just a red herring? What if all of this is actually just because of aliens? I'm just looking forward to helping Oscar feeling safe in his house. Whether there's a ghost or not, I want to help him and Rosalina feel comfortable moving back in. Same here. That poor kid. I just hope this hasn't been too traumatic for her. I thought you were a skeptic. You seem a lot more open about the supernatural than you were yesterday. A true skeptic is also skeptical of their own biases, and I'm always ready to admit when they're in the wrong. I'm going in with an open mind. Besides, I've always wanted to believe in magic. Like back when we were kids and still making videos together, I was embarrassingly into it. God, there are probably still videos on YouTube of middle school me genuinely trying to transform into a Sailor Scout. Why is that hard for me to say? Please don't look them up. I thought if magic was real, I figured out how to use it, I'd actually be able to leave this town. Same! Oh my god, that's so same! Kanika stares at the ground, embarrassed. Fuck me! How do I pronounce that? Is that Izakite? I want to pronounce words properly. Izakite? Fuck it, that's the word I'm going with. I just wanted to get Izakite, you know? I guess being good at school was enough to make that happen in its own way, even if I wound up stuck in the same hole I'd managed to dig myself out of. Yeah, I said it correctly. Share a quiet moment. I don't know what it means, though. I'm old. A soft breeze blows across the lot as you and Kanika share a quiet moment. Both your phones buzz in unison. You reach for them at the same time. Almost forgot it's Mayor Jimmy Day! Good excuse to head over to the library. We should check in with Oscar and Rosalina. Meet you all there in half an hour. Wow, I totally blanked on the Mayor Jimmy thing. It's almost like we just went through a traumatic event or something, and I'm not on top of my schedule. But Stella's right. This gives us a chance to meet up with Oscar. And Mayor Jimmy's awful cute. It's the act of transmigrating from our world into another, usually a high fantasy world. It's an anime genre. I've only kinda just glanced anime. You know, I've kinda just brushed it a wee bit, and I've watched a couple of things, but I don't really know a lot of good anime stuff. Isekai means you start one and get transported to another one. My favourite anime's Overlord is one of the top ones of that genre. Nice. Yeah, I've only seen a few anime things. Mostly Ghibli stuff, but not just. So I'm always looking for more stuff in that particular genre, but I'm kind of afraid sometimes, because I'm aware hentai is a thing and I don't want to accidentally end up in that world. Moment, no, I don't know. Stella's right, this gives us a chance. But is he as cute as me? Aha! I have to ask. He's a different kind of cute. Ouch. I don't think you have to worry about him as potential competition, if that's what you were getting at. Anyways, we'll chill with me and Jimmy, go to Reese's for dinner, then do some ghost hunting tonight. Thank God we have so much going on today. I really needed the distraction. And thanks for letting me vent earlier. It helped. Shall we? Go to the library! Spend some quality time with Kanika. Achievement. You and Kanika make your way to the library. It's busier than usual and a small crowd is formed in the corner of the main foyer. I've kind of skipped watching anime because of the way the overly sexualised stuff, though not all anime. Yeah! See, that's the thing! Right. Full disclosure, I'm okay with sexy stuff in anything that I watch. However, it has to have a point. It has to be a natural flow part of the story, not just for the sake of it, you know? It doesn't matter if I'm watching a TV show or a film or anime or whatever. If it feels like it's just been shoved in there for risque factor, for shock, for titillation, then you lose me at that point because, you know, it's kind of just, you know, whatever. But if it's part of a natural progression, if it's actually part of a story, if it's naturally leading up to, then I've got no problem with it. You know what I mean? I started reading manhwa, Korean manga. Instead, it has a lot less of it. I need to start reading some more. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. You're distracting me. Stop it. No, I don't care. Distract away. Yes, the old gang's here. I've been waiting to introduce Moki to the mayor for like the entire time I've known her. I've never gotten to introduce someone to the mayor before. You're very good at distracting. I can tell that about you, Zethus. I can tell. It'll be worth it. Trust us. Alright, shall we? Oh, my. He's a dog! Sorry, I shouted. That was a bit loud. Oh, I'm sorry. You can tell this dog is the mayor from his little sash and fancy top hat. There's a regal air about him, almost as if he knows the position of authority he's been elected to, and now I wish I had the talk to animals trait. You haven't met the serious man by his side, but you have to assume that he's the mayor's handler. The mayor's little nose starts twitching as you approach. His doggy eyes shine with a curious intensity. He knows you have something. The bone peanuts! Sorry, I'm shouting again. Oh, I'm so sorry. May I offer you a campaign contribution? You hold out your now slightly rancid bag of boiled peanuts. The mayor's nose twitches eagerly at their strong odour, and then he's on them in a flash, ripping through the plastic and devouring the soft-shelled legumes. Drop it, sir! Drop it! His security detail tries to tear him away, but it's too late. The peanuts are already eaten. Ah, hey! You finally got rid of those things! Thank God. You'd better hope those nuts settle well. If the mayor gets any tummy trouble after eating your disgusting pocket peanuts, there'll be hell to pay. He holds out his paw as if to shake your hand. You damn right I'm shaking his paw. It's lovely to meet you, Mr. Mayor. You reach forward to take the mayor's little paw in your hand, but his burly security detail stops you. No paw shaking, only head pats and ear scratches allowed. Isn't he just the cutest? It's the best part of living in Scarlet Hollow, besides the nature. And all my friends, and Winnie's Biscuits, and the close-knit small-town community, of course. But having a dog mayor is a close fifth, no contest. Gretchen squirms in Stella's arms, straining to get at Mayor Jimmy. Hey, well, Gretchen, calm down, old girl, you're going to pull a muscle. Miss Richmond, I'm going to have to ask you and your dog to step away from the mayor. I should have known better. These two have never been able to get along. Stella walks off, struggling to hold Gretchen back. Kanika is quick to follow. Follow them! But the puppy! But the puppy! Oh, the puppy. I like dogs in games. And I have to apologise. I may have deafened you up. I may have made noises on the microphone because I grabbed it. I actually grabbed the microphone and squeezed it. I'm sorry. I got excited over the puppy. I'm sorry. Is there not? I used to have a warning on screen that listening to me is likely a risk to your hearing because I get very loud. It used to be worse before I got this microphone for Christmas. Trust me, it was much worse. Anyway, it looks like everyone else is already talking to Oscar in the next room. Zizou! You missed the puppy! You missed the mayor! You missed me giving away my peanuts! Before you can catch up to your companions, you're intercepted by a nervous man with a cross around his neck. It's hard to put a finger on it, but something compels you to dislike him. Whoever he is, you can feel his desperation to make a good first impression, a self-sustained and self-fulfilling prophecy. Sounds like old Gretchen and the mayor may have some unresolved issues, wouldn't you say? I'm Pastor Daniel. Take it you're Moki. Everyone's been buzzing about you. I'm so sorry about your aunt, but I'm sure she's in a better place now. I doubt Perlan's in a better place. It sounds like she's awful. Let's not kid ourselves, we both know Perlan's in hell. I don't believe in the afterlife. Oh, thank God, I've been hoping to find a priest. Hey, do you know anything about ghosts? Oh, you must be the creepy pastor I've been hearing about. Don't let this guy. The music is creepy as fuck as well. Nice touch. Let's not kid ourselves. We both know Perlan's in hell. Oh, I'm sure she wasn't that bad. Most people are good deep down inside. It's best not to speak ill of the dead. People into... I need to explore. I have to do the explore. Hey, do you know anything about ghosts? Ghosts? Well, I've never encountered one myself, but I have heard stories of folks who have been visited by their loved ones from beyond the grave, and it seems like it provides them with a sort of spiritual healing. Like their beloved relatives are watching over them, even in death. Is this about Perlan? Or perhaps your mother? Have you been visited by her? Dang, I thought you might have some good... a real... Speak, Moki! No, Oscar's place is haunted. I think we need an exorcism. Don't want to say any of that. Dang, I thought you might have some good... Oh, what the hell? Dang, I thought you might have some good ghost stories. There we go. No, I mean real ghost stuff, scary stuff. Never mind. I don't like him. Okie dokie then. Janie mentioned you this morning. That woman, the light of my life. I'm so glad she's there to help your cousin through this rough patch. People in town seem to think there's something wrong with you. I don't care, I'm honest. Are they calling me creepy again? I've heard some folks like to tell little jokes like that. Folks in this town sure have an interesting sense of humour. But it's really funny. Anyway, I just thought I'd offer to lend an ear if you ever needed to talk through your feelings about Perlan's passing, or your mother's passing for that matter. I see what everyone meant. You've got a vibe. Ha ha ha. I'm sure it's just because you've met so many people. Well, I don't want to keep you for long, but I thought I'd let you know that I'm trained in spiritual counselling, so just keep me in mind if you ever find yourself struggling emotionally with anything at all. I'm a good listener. I've offered the same to Tabitha, of course, since she and my wife Janie are friends, But I think she's been a bit too busy to take me up on it. I'm glad you made Daniel's voice creepy. Ooh, nice. He has to return to the choir boys. Shh, we don't say that out loud. But it's true. He wanders off, cautiously smelling his clothes. Nothing to do now but catch up with your companions. My, he's shirtless! You find them already talking to Oscar deeper in the library. Are you sure we can't just get it over with while the sun is up? I don't know if I can handle getting scared shitless in the dark 2 nights in a row. I wish we could, especially since I'm not particularly excited about going back in there after dark either. But I'm pretty sure it only comes out when the sun goes down. His character design reminds me of someone. Oh no, I know what it is. It's from Dream Daddy. He reminds me of one of the characters in Dream Daddy. Fun fact: the voice actress for the Princess and Slate Sims for Oscar. Why am I struggling to read today? Oh my goodness me! Right, I'm gonna have another drink of coffee because I think my brain's lagging. Sorry guys, I don't know what it is. My brain's just not reacting properly today. But I wanted to stream this because I've been thinking about it all day. And if I'm remembering correctly, there's only 5 episodes available so far. So if I did this episode today, episode 4 tomorrow, and 5 on Tuesday, that means that I'm free to play another game on my birthday. And this will be finished. It's the disappointment. Yeah, no. Shh. Don't talk about that. Tizu, why did you have to hurt me like that? Yeah, there's no way I'm going in until after that spirit's at full power. I want to be sure we get the best evidence possible. This could be my one shot to get a real proof of ghosts. I'm not going to waste it just because I'm impatient. You all are going to be the death of me. I just hope it's possible to get rid of this thing. It's a pretty serious ghost infestation. Is that what you would call something like this? I believe it's called a haunting, but ghost infestation also sounds good. I suppose we're the ghost hunters, so we can call it whatever we want. Anyways, I'll be bringing all the ghost hunting supplies anyone could ever need, so we should be set on preparations. The only thing you'll all need to bring is an open mind. After last night, I don't think that's going to be a problem. We have the power of friendship on our side. Don't worry, Oscar. We'll fix this. Heck yeah, we will. Yeah, whatever this is, we'll get to the bottom of it tonight. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. Well, if we're not doing the hunt now, I guess we should head over to Reese's. Reese's? Absolutely. Come on, Monkey. Time to go bother our friend. I'm going to get back to it. I'll see y'all tonight. Time to go. So I finally met Pastor Daniel. It was only a matter of time until he tried to pull you aside about grief counselling. When my dad died, I had to ban him from the general store for a week. He wouldn't stop leaving these little pamphlets at the checkout. I don't know where he finds so many. That fucking pisses me off! Oh, I've had my fair share of dealings with people like that in the past. I think he just really wants people to like him. No. But it's street smart, but he does want people to like him, but that doesn't mean he's not a cunt. He and Jenny keep trying to make me go to church, which is true. That's all I have to say, really. I met him, he's been met, I have no opinions on him. No, I have opinions! I have opinions! I think he just really wants people to like him, but he comes off as desperate. It's a vicious cycle. Yeah, when you put it like that, his whole situation is kind of sad. Even if that's the case, it doesn't mean I have to like him. Whatever his deal is, it goes a step beyond trying too hard to get people like Kanika, you and I are so on the right wavelengths. The man was grinning through all of my dad's funeral. He's not normal. And I don't mean that in a stigmatising mental illness kind of way. There's just this little siren that goes off every time I see him that tells me to get away from him. Yeah, that's exactly how I would describe it too. The whole town feels the same way. Now that I think about it, he must be pretty lonely. He can look for friends somewhere else. I wonder if the pastor's cursed. I felt something odd when he came up to me, and the way everyone dislikes him seems excessive, like unnaturally excessive. I know this is weird coming from me, but not everything in town has to be spooky for supernatural reasons. Sometimes people just give off bad vibes because he's a cunt. Sorry, I say that word a lot. Agreed. We're allowed to dislike him, even though he hasn't done anything wrong. That we know of. I don't want to... No! No. I mean, I can ask about it, but not secretly. No. Think I want to piss off my new goth girlfriend? Do you mind if I invite Tabitha Ghost Hunting? Please don't. Oh my god, yes! Can you imagine how much fun that would be if she actually shows? Still, come on. I know you think you have some sort of bond with her, but she's awful. She isn't even nice to you. Shut up. Hey, we flirted. She said I had no competition. She was okay. Shh. She's asked me to run away with her, for fuck's sake. How much more, you know, she's asked me to run away with her. In her van. I'm not a girlfriend after that. What the fuck am I not? You know? But it's undecided. You just haven't given her a chance. Maybe if she comes along tonight, the two of you will finally get along. No. Okay, I won't invite her. Oh, no. Okay, I won't invite her. No! I don't want to piss her off. I don't want to piss her off. Great, thanks. And if you don't mind, maybe stop trying to involve her in things. Ouch, okay. I don't want to keep looking over my shoulder expecting to see her grouchy face sneaking up behind me. Fair. What about inviting Avery? Oh. Huh. Sure, I guess. The more the merrier, right? Maybe there'll be an extra voice of reason. We won't be much help to Oscar if we start jumping at our own shadows. Cool. I'll text them on the way over to Reese's. Head to Reese's. Alright, shall we head out? The three of you leave the library for an early dinner at Reese's. For pieces. I'm sorry, I can't do it. You once again find yourself in front of Reese's house. A cold hesitation grips you as the building looms over the hilltop. Though it's only early afternoon, it feels much later, the sun already sinking behind the tall mountains that surround Scarlet Hollow. We are a little early. What if Dr. Kelly yells at us? There's no such thing as early when you're hanging out with friends. That's just extra time you get to spend together. Okay, but what if she yells at us? Oh my god, he's skinny. It's too late. The door swings open. Hey. Reese! Oh my god, dude, it's been ages! You must be Moki, right? I've heard a lot about you. Stella's been relentless about making sure I got all the Moki updates. What the fuck have you been saying about me? Gretchen starts yelping at Reese, straining against Stella's grip as she tries to get between them. Are they here already? I knew you'd show up early, Stella. And you brought the dog. Great. Yeah, I thought she might cheer Reese up. I don't know what's gotten into her all of a sudden. The dog stays outside. But it's okay, Stella. We can let her chill in my van for a bit. I'll run the AC and leave her some treats. You know I always have some of those easy chew dog jerky stashed away. You're down bad for Reese. But we go everywhere together. Do you want to come in or not? Kanika nervously tugged Stella away toward her van. Well, what about you, Moki? Are you coming in? Oh, sure. But, I'll wait for Stella and Kanika. Oh, but no, I don't know. Oh, I didn't mean to click, but okay, decision's made for me. Fine. A quiet sets in as you wait for Stella and Kanika to come back from the van. Okay, we're back. Great, let's get this over with. The house feels cold. Not only is there an odd chill in the air, but the building itself feels too sterile, uncomfortably tidy, to the point where you're nervous to touch anything. If it weren't for the aroma of store-bought dinner rolls baking in the oven and the unsettling artwork hanging on the walls, you'd be half convinced you'd wandered into a real estate showing. So, how can I lend a hand? By sitting down at the table and not puttering around in my kitchen. I made sure everything was done well in advance, so the only thing left are the rolls, which shouldn't be long. Then we can have a quick dinner and you can leave my house and go on about your business. But I was kind of hoping to see Reese's new art. We still have time now, right? You aren't seriously considering subjecting your friends to your disaster of a room, are you? It's not that bad, you can still see the floor. Dr. Kelly raises a single questioning eyebrow. I don't mind a little mess. Yeah, I doubt it could be any worse than the way I keep my room. Yes, okay, fine. As long as you stay out of the kitchen, I don't care what you get up to. Cool. We'll just be downstairs. You won't even know we're here. You make your way downstairs. You make your way towards the basement stairs. The basement is what you might expect out of a tortured artist who spends all his time confined to his studio. Discarded canvases line its edges while trash and sketches leak out from their piles in the corners of the room, hiding the bare cement floor. Ghoulish faces coat the walls in paint, sneering out at their creator. Your mum is so scary. She can be a little intense, kind of overprotective, which I guess makes sense. Anyway, make yourselves comfortable. You'll have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately. Haven't been cleaning much. Do you need us to sneak you out of here? This place feels like a prison. Unfortunately, the prison we're dealing with here is my body, not my room. Are you sure there's nothing we can do? Your company is plenty. It's so nice to have living people down here for a change. You know we'd visit more often if your mum let us. Did she tell you she turned us away yesterday? Said we couldn't even talk to you. It's a little controlling. You came by yesterday? She didn't tell me. I was probably asleep, that's all. She didn't want to wake me up. I don't think that's her being controlling or anything. Not to cast any doubt on that, but she did say I couldn't bring you any food. She knows that's how I show my friends how much I appreciate them, and she knows I can work around all kinds of allergies and intolerances. Not gonna lie, it felt weird. I don't know, my body is pretty particular when it comes to food. She just prefers to have full control over what I eat, so... Okay, maybe that does sound controlling. But it's for a good reason. If I eat the wrong thing, it could really mess me up, so she has to regulate my food. Your whole situation's going to be rough, sorry. Thanks, but I've been dealing with this for a while, so you don't have to feel sorry for me. I've come to terms with the way the rest of my life is going to be. Oh, you're so macabre, Reese. You make it sound like you've been sentenced to death. You haven't, right? Not exactly. No one really knows what's wrong with me, but it's been getting worse. I can barely keep most food down. My skin always itches like there's worms crawling underneath it. I could live for a long time, or a short time, no one's sure. But I'm definitely not going to get better. Whatever time I have left is gonna be miserable. Fuck, I feel this. I feel this bad. I was literally complaining about that yesterday. So, I've done my mourning. My best years are behind me. My future is unknowable, but one day I'll wind up in a pine box just like everyone else, and I'm okay with that. Damn, Reese, I may be a goth, but that's some real nihilistic shit. We'll make sure to come by more often from here on out. Friendships heal all wounds, right? Oh, fucking hell. This is hitting a little too close to the bone. Thanks, guys, but you really shouldn't worry about me. I have my art! I have my art, I'm doing fine, really. Surely there must be something the doctors can do for you. Fuck no, they can't. True, we'll all join the worms one day. We've got to make the best of what we've got. What's your diagnosis, if you don't mind? They said he didn't know. Pay attention. True, we'll all join the worms one day. We've just got to make the best of what we got. See? Moki gets me. Moki gets you, please. Jesus fucking Christ. Stella, it was a mistake to get these two together. We'll see. So has Stella told you everything about everything that's happened the past couple days? Yeah. Now what do you movies! Oh, fuck yeah! Art. Each piece exudes a sickening miasma. It's like you can feel something squirming behind the paint. The brushstrokes acting as steel bars, trapping some anguished being within. Slap these bad boys in a mug, you can make a buck or two. I feel the emotions you put into these. They're writhing, just behind the paint, radiating pain and anguish. You want a Kit Kat? There you go. There you go, baby. Sorry, Kat was wanting it. She rang her bell. I know what you mean, I feel it too. When I'm working on them, it's like I'm channeling whatever's plaguing me into the paint, and when they're done, I feel like I've been emptied out, and all the vile things inside of me have been sealed away in a canvas. It's why I make so many of them. Sometimes when I return to a piece, it's almost like I'm offering an invitation for those feelings to slither back under my skin. There are some pieces I can't even look at. I hide them until I forget they exist. I'd rather not let those particular feelings back in. No worries, Athos. You can always watch it back on the VOD, but you take care of yourself, and I'll see you if you come back. Sounds kinda like therapy. That seems healthy, probably. Yeah, art therapy. Sounds like it does you good. Being empty must be better than being full of bad thoughts, right? I think so. Well, it works for me at least. I'm going to ask about the movies, because I don't want to disturb the rest of it yet. Got any recs? Let me think. Have you heard of... is that Shino-Chi Deathblood? I saw that for the first time recently and it blew me away. Excellent example of both Japanese horror and found footage done right. We could even put it on after dinner if you guys are interested. Damn, I would usually be down for that, but we've got to head over to Oscar's after this. We promised we'd ghostbust his place. Apparently he'd been dealing with a bad haunting. Why am I struggling with words? Right. And I feel like we should really be there for him tonight, considering everything that's happened. He and Rosalina both need our support right now. We could always ditch. The movie sounds good. I don't like horror movies and remain silent. So you three go way back, huh? Almost to the womb. There's a school. The school here is a tiny K-12. Not exactly a one-room schoolhouse, but not far from it. We're lucky we all got along as much as we did. Some kids weren't able to make friends their own age. They just happened to be born around the same time as some real jerks and were stuck with them through their whole school career, poor kids. Wow. Okay, I have to stop for a minute. Because I am tripping over words. So I'm going to take a drink. And a bit. Why am I struggling over words so much today? I can feel it. Anyway. Oh, that's right. I've got to cook dinner the night as well. I can do that dinner. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Right. Today has been a struggle. I don't know why. Not that we were free from dealing with jerks, like a certain Scarlet I could name. Okay. She was a little rough around the edges, but she was pretty friendly when you got past that. Yes it is. Sunday, always is. Maybe to you, the way she used to look at me, you'd think I'd rolled in something foul every morning before school. Same here. Though to be fair, the feeling was more mutual between us. She deserved it though. So Estella told you everything that's happened the past week. Every detail. I wish I could see some of it myself, but, you know. He gestures in futility towards the walls of the basement. Are you sure you can't just sneak out one of these nights? The doc isn't keeping me prisoner here, Stella. I'm sick. You know that. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to. There's nothing to apologise for. And I appreciate the effort. Really, I do. There's just nothing you can really rescue me from. The die's already been cast. But we were talking about the past couple of days, weren't we? Do you have any thoughts on the ditchlings we've been seeing? Yeah, they've been coming up to my window at night. Wait, really? Is that why you texted me that they look like something out of your nightmares? Yeah, I thought I was hallucinating. Hadn't put it together that we might have been seeing the same thing until just now. I've been sketching them actually. Tell me what you think. He pulls out a sketchbook from one of the piles in his room. Okay, that's exactly what I saw on my way home last night. What does it mean that they've been lurking around here though? I don't know, but I like the company. They're kinda beautiful in a sad way, if you ask me. I agree to disagree with you there. Those things are going to be stuck in my nightmares until the day I die. What do you think's going on with Wayne? Who? You know, that guy who's been following Moki all around being all anonymous. Oh, yeah, the slasher crate. I appreciate the classic Jason vibe he's got going on. Here's hoping he doesn't live up to the look, for all our sakes. What do you think of my cousin? She was always so distant and mean. Probably would have thought she had it out for me personally if she wasn't like that towards everyone. Or if I thought she even knew my name. But people change. Maybe she's nicer now. She's still terrible. You guys just never took the chance to get to know her. She's actually really funny and sweet. I'll pass, thanks. Do you think the town is doomed? I think everything is probably doomed at some point, but I guess that's answering a different question. Do I think the town of Scarlet Hollow is on the brink of collapse? Probably not, but it's not like I have a lot of perspective on what it's like out there. There could be rioting on Main Street, and if Stella or the doc didn't tell me, I just wouldn't know. I would totally tell you if there was a riot. would Dr. Kelly tell you, though? I mean, yeah, I'd hope so. But the point I'm trying to make is that other people are my eyes out there. If you need somebody to pose for your paintings this week, wow! Right in front of Kanika as well. Right, he's not going to do that because he can't. Because she's already asked. Ah, fuck it! If you need someone to pose for your paintings this week, that would be incredible, though I should warn you I work odd hours and I don't usually pick up a brush until late at night. But if that's not a deal breaker, it would be great to use a model other than myself and to have some company. I'm going to ask it because it's there. Do you want to come ghost hunting with us tonight? Do you think you'd be down for that? We'd love to have you. That would be so amazing, but I haven't had the best luck leaving the house lately. Even just walking to town is enough to put me in bed for a week. It sucks. But make sure you bring your camera, Stella. I want to see everything that happens. Dinner's getting ready around, right? Almost on cue, Reese's mum shouts from the kitchen. Dinner's on the table. Guess that's it for catching up. Make sure you all wash your hands with soap. I don't want anyone sharing their germs. Sure thing, Doc. I already washed them. I don't care. Wash them again. Fuck you. You make your way towards the sink, but are stopped in your tracks by the pull of an odd door at the end of the hallway. It feels out of place, like you've accidentally wandered into a different, older house. But more than that, you feel something radiating out from behind it, something dark and cold. You've felt this before, in the dusty tunnels you so narrowly escaped last night. An oppressive hum, like a muted scream heard through the layers of rock, trying to draw you towards it. You feel lightheaded. You're compelled to approach the door, drawn in as if hypnotised. Something wants you to find it. Open the door. Open the door. Open the door. There's a lot of open the doors. Open the door. Oh, there's... Oh! Open the door. Open the door. Open the door. Open the door. Sorry, snap yourself out of it. You do your best to snap yourself out of it, turning into the bathroom and dutifully washing your hands before joining your companions at the table. This door was made for me. I'm really sorry with it. Open the door. I couldn't resist. I kinda wished I'd opened the door. Dinner is already laid out. Dinner rolls, spaghetti, and a light salad. Kanika anxiously picks at her food. Stella is nervously talkative, and Rhys is suddenly quiet and tense. His shoulders tight as his mother perches on the chair next to his. Dr. Kelly eyes all of you with a sharp, fierce gaze. She sits opposite you at the far head of the table, her features silhouetted against the light of the setting sun in the window behind her. Given her protectiveness towards Rhys, you find it odd that he's seated between the two of you rather than the other way around. It's almost as though she's guarded, not only towards you and Stella and Kanika, but towards her own son as well. Pills. She slides a few tablets towards Rhys. He obediently swallows them. This is excellent, Dr. Kelly. Is the pasta sauce homemade? No, it's from a jar. I work too many hours to make my own pasta sauce. Well, you have excellent taste in brands, and if you ever want any tips on easy home-cooked pasta sauces, you know... No thanks, Stella. I have the internet if I need recipes. Thanks again for having us, Dr. Kelly. We really appreciate it. You didn't tell me they came by yesterday. You were asleep. I didn't want them to wake you up. But you could have told me. Why? They were coming over today anyway. I would just rather know these things. Noted. Noted, but she won't do anything about it. Her son will remain in the dark. You know, I think I saw a video online about a family like yours. Turns out the mum was poisoning her kid for about 18 years. Ooh! Hey! The danger! Choices. Choices. Oh, the choices. I think I want to pick... God, fuck me sideways. I'm too snarky for my own good. You know, I think I saw a video online about a family like yours. Turns out the mum had been poisoning her kid for 18 years. The dinner table goes quiet. Oh yeah, I think I saw that one too. Wild stuff. Is that so? The silence returns. Seconds feel drawn out like minutes. Aside from Reese's mum staring down the table, nobody is making eye contact with anyone else. Have police contacted you about Duke's body yet? Last I heard, they still haven't found it. Do you know Sam Wayne? Sam Wayne? Dr. Kelly takes a moment to think. Nope, doesn't ring a bell. Someone you know? Someone who's been following Moki around. He's a super mysterious guy. We have reason to believe he might have been caught some weird illness at the mines. He definitely looks like he could use medical help, so please let us know if he shows up or anything. If there's someone harassing you, you should get the police involved. This isn't any of my business. Have the police contacted you about Duke's body yet? Last I heard, they still haven't found it. Body? I was under the impression he was just missing. Oh no, he's definitely died. I saw the footage. And I saw it for myself in person. So did Moki. He's not missing. How the hell did that happen? Stella said it was those things in the wood. The ditchlings? They made him misfire. Ditchlings? Oh. I see. This was for one of your videos, huh? Reese, you should know better than to lend any credence to Stella's little cryptozoology stories. I don't doubt that something happened to him, but I'm sure there were no little ghouls involved. I've seen them, Mum. They're outside my windows at night. They're real. You don't have to talk to me like I'm a kid. I might be sick, but I'm still capable of reason, okay? Are you sure they aren't just raccoons or... Stop! Stop doubting everything I say. Stop trying to rewrite things I tell you fit what you think should be true. There's weird shit going on, Scarlet Hollow. Tension at the dinner table reaches a breaking point. Alright, it's enough. Dr. Kelly is interrupted by Reese before she can finish her thought. So, we were talking about maybe watching a movie sometime this week while Moki is still in town. We'll have to see how you're feeling. I can handle a movie, Doc. Yeah, we'll just sit downstairs in the dark. Reese is used to that. I'm sure he'll be okay. You're always overestimating how much you're able to do, Reese. That's why you keep getting sick. If I get sick, so what? It's not like that's ever going to change. I'm sick every day, and I'm not getting better. I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in a basement alone just because seeing my friends has been deemed too strenuous. I'm an adult, for God's sake. I can't believe I has to ask for permission from my mum just to have friends of... Reese stops mid-sentence, wincing in pain and wrapping himself in his arms. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can. Right, sorry. My best friend is big into cryptozoology. When it gets going on, it's fascinating with her. Do you know what? Give me a sec. Give me a sec. I'm still here. I just needed to roar for a moment. Alright, I'll go back. I need to remember the volume because I changed the volume. I need to go back down to -12. No, that's not 12. There. Okay. I had to roar. Roar! 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 Of course, I nearly broke my throat. Silence as Dr. Kelly's eyes shoot open. Reese abruptly pulls himself from the table and leaves. Damn it! I knew this would be too much. You gave him something. Everyone get out of my house, please. Just leave us alone. Stop trying to interfere with his life. All it does is hurt him more. But we can't just leave him like this. Now is when he needs friends the most. Oh, I appreciate that, Zethus, thank you. Your poor ears. No, now is when he needs me the most. I am his doctor and his mother. I know you care about, I know that. And he knows it too. But all any of you would do is get in the way. So just leave. Please. Don't think I don't know something is up here. Don't think we don't know something is up here. We have stuff to do anyway. He seemed fine before dinner. He did seem fine before dinner. But I'm gonna go with this. Don't think we don't know something is up here. Yeah, wait, do we? I don't care what you think. I just want you out so I can take care of my son. The three of you are rushed to the door. We'll be back, Reese. I hope you feel better soon. Dr. Kelly shuts the door in your faces. The click of a lock signals the end of your dinner at Reese's. Do you really think Reese's mum is poisoning him? If she is, I swear to God, she wouldn't. That's just so horrible. Who could do something like that to their own kid? And for so long, I can give you a name of somebody that could do something like that. No. No, there's no way. Y'all are barking up the wrong tree. It seems far-fetched, and it's definitely rare, but I don't think we can rule it out. Did either of you get the impression that Dr. Kelly's afraid of Reese, or... Oh, this one's Explore. The door to the clinic felt like it had the same pull on me as the carving in the mines. Do you think something's back there? Another one of those carvings is somewhere in there, I'm certain of it. Okay, that'd be really weird. If we find it, do you think you'd get another vision? I'm just spitballing here, but I wonder if what that carving showed you last night is related to the ditchlings. You're not suggesting we go poking around in there, are you? Well, of course I am. Maybe tomorrow. I wanna settle down. I am not breaking into Dr. Kelly's clinic based on a bad vibe Moki got. Do you think Reese might have a supernatural affliction? Like, related to what you felt in there? And if he did, why wouldn't Dr. Kelly have it? Well, it makes more sense if he just had a genetic condition, assuming there isn't any foul play. She's just overprotective, I'm sure that's all that's going on. And she has every right to be. I mean, the poor guy took 2 bites of food and got sick immediately. I can't imagine what that's like for both of them to go through. Look, I'm just saying maybe there's more to their dynamic than him being sick. But it's not like there's much we can do about it right now. Oh, we could probably go back and forth on this for a while. Let's grab Gretchen and get going. The sun's setting, we wouldn't want to miss a second of ghost action. Stella hurries off down the hill, almost as if to run away from what just happened. You and Kanika follow her down the slowly darkening street. Lit by the orange hues of the setting sun, the library feels different. What was once a quaint building in a small town now stands as an imposing structure, its walls holding something that stares back at you with menace. Maybe Kanika is right. Maybe ghosts aren't real, and the rest of tonight is going to be a pleasant break from the events of the past few days. But you know that's not the case. There's something old, powerful in there, and you can feel it stir as the sun sets and daylight fades away. You can't help but feel like you're about to walk into a slasher movie. You run through the mental list of everyone who's joining you, trying to figure out if you'd make it to the end. Who are you kidding? If anyone is final girl energy, it's Stella or Kanika. Kanika. Stella dies first. Just as its exterior was as in... Right, I'm having a real issue talking, so give me a second. Just as its exterior was intimidating in the setting sun, the inside of the library is dark, its shadows deep and foreboding. The meet and greet with the mayor ended quite some time ago, and the throngs of visitors took whatever joy was in this place with them as they left. Hey Oscar! You back yet? Shh! You can't yell in a library, it's against the rules. It's after hours. Rules only apply before 5 PM. Now it's our domain. Hey, you're here sooner than I expected. Hope dinner went okay. Yeah, it went okay. Reese wasn't feeling up for a longer hangout, unfortunately. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay, it just means we have more time to hunt ghosts. I've come fully loaded. Got my EMF reader, my temperature gauge, my spirit box, my infrared camera, UV light, videos, camera, salt, flashlights for everyone in case the ghost messes up with the electricity, the parabolic microphone, the sharpies and paper for automatic writing, matches and candles for rituals. And what game's the one I want to play now? There's a game I want to play, I want to hide in the van. Phasmophobia. Thank you. It's been a while since we played Phasmophobia. Oh, and a Ouija board. I know they're toys, but you never know what might come in handy. Wow. This is a lot of ghost hunting stuff for something that was so last minute. Do you just have this stuff ready to go in a bug out bag or something? Well, of course I do. I actually stashed a couple of bags here overnight after I got back from the mines. Excuse me? Well, I wasn't about to carry everything around all day. This way we can go in light and pop out to grab more stuff once things start getting spooky. I may never have found any compelling evidence of ghosts, but that's not for a lack of trying. And after last night, I'm more than ready to try again. Hey, hope I'm not too late. Have I missed any creepy paranormal stuff? Avery, glad you could make it. The more pairs of hands we have, the more equipment we can carry. Sure thing, always happy to offer a hand or two. Please tell me you aren't taking this as seriously as everybody else. I need someone else to be rational with. Whoa, is that an EMF reader? Never seen one in person. Look at all this stuff. Spirit box, parabolic microphone. You really covered all your bases. Oh no. Hey, I'm as rational as they come. I'm just not ready to rule out weird paranormal stuff. When people tell me they saw a ghost, who am I to say they didn't? I mean, y'all apparently saw some really unexplainable stuff on Monday, and that mine only collapsing again after 100 years while y'all were in there? I'm just saying, anything seems possible right now. I'm going with the mystical. There's something back there, I can feel it. Really? This is so exciting. Can't wait to finally see a ghost. Yeah, exciting's a word. Is someone here for the thrill of being terrified? It's the word I'm here for. Well, we'll see how you two feel about that once things get started. The fuck are you? Yo, don't rush off Ghostbusting without Zane. No way I was going to forget your promise, Stella. Zane, glad you can make it. I can't remember him. Why can't I remember Zane? I was confronted with my own mortality for the first time yesterday, so I'm desperate for answers about the afterlife to ease my troubled mind. He was one of the teenagers. Now let's go mess with some ghosts. I hope my house is big enough for 6 ghost hunters at once. If this is everyone, we can go ahead and get started. Through the back, follow me. I'm not really good at doing male voices, I think. Looks like the sun has almost set. This is when stuff usually starts to kick off. I haven't been back inside for about a week, so I have no idea what to expect. Hey! You didn't think you'd be doing this without me, did you? Rosalina? I thought you were at Alexi's place. Sorry, Mr. Gutierrez. She's really convincing. Oh, hi, Zane. What's up? Yo. You don't have to leave me out of stuff like this anymore, Dad. I'm not some fragile thing that needs protecting. I can handle seeing a ghost, or whatever it is that's keeping us out of our house. I really don't think you want to see what's in there, Rosalina. I don't know if you'd ever be able to feel safe in our house again if you knew it was there. I think this is best left to the adults. Let Oscar handle this. It's his kid. That's the thing, I can't. It's his kid. You decide it's best to let Oscar handle this. Rosa, it could get dangerous in there. Just hang out in the library and we'll have this taken care of in a few hours. Come on, Dad. If you're letting Zane tag along, Alexis and I have every right to be there too. She's got a good point, Mr. G. Yeah, we can totally handle this. Okay, I'm sorry, Rosa. Just let me know if it gets too much and you want to leave, okay? Thanks, Dad. Now let's get our house back. You all cross over the threshold and enter Oscar's living room. Family photos line the walls and stacks of books sit comfortably on wooden furniture. And there's that feeling again. Like the mines. Like the door to the clinic. A dusty, suffocating, dizzying feeling. Something is in this house, though whether it's a ghost or something worse you cannot know. Okay, it looks pretty normal for now. Don't remember that picture being on the floor, but that could be non-supernatural. None of my equipment is picking up anything around the picture. But I'll set up the camera in case it falls again. Could be important evidence. You might want to save your cameras for Rosalina's room. That's where I've seen the ghost manifest. I wonder if the ghost will even show with this many people around. Wait, is it just me or does it suddenly feel colder? It sure does. I definitely feel that. And the weird thing is the wind has just picked up outside and I just got a draft. Same, I've got chills. They're multiplying. The temperature gun says it's actually a couple of degrees colder, but that's normal, right? Rooms and hallways are sometimes colder than other parts of the house. Whoa, a genuine cold spot. I gotta snap a pic for posterity. Is that it? That isn't very scary. Wait, Rosalina, if the ghost mostly manifests in your room, shouldn't you have seen it? I've only seen the stain. Dad made me switch rooms with him way before we moved out. I wasn't about to let my daughter sleep in a haunted bedroom. I've spent most of my nights on the couch before we set up shop in the library. Even if there is something back there, I'm not scared of it, I'm mad at it. Y'all are so brave. I'd be terrified sleeping somewhere that might have a ghost. Alright gang, I think we'll cover more ground if we split up and search for clues. No, we're not Scooby-Dooing. Great, we found the ghost case closed. Good work, team. Maybe it's just shy. Come on, ghost, let's see some real action. Oh no, don't antagonize it. I don't think this ghost is friendly. How do you, know that, though? If I were a ghost, I'd be mad chill. If you saw what I've seen, I don't think you'd be saying that. That's an interesting point, though. What if ghosts usually are friendly, and they're only terrifying because they don't know how to be anything else? Yeah, I know if I were a ghost, I'd just vibe, but what if my vibes were bad and I didn't know it? Shudder to think of the possibilities. Okay. Oscar takes a deep breath before continuing. Let's head to Rosalina's room. Follow me. Whoa. This is where I've seen it. It appears on top of the stain. Weird. I'm not getting anything. It's not even cold. It's the same temperature as the living room. Nothing on the EMF either. Then your equipment is wrong. The stain is definitely paranormal. I've scrubbed it out too many times to count and it just keeps coming back. It's just a stain, Dad. Can't we just cover it back up? I don't mind sleeping in here. Maybe we have to scrub it out first. Could be that the paranormal stuff will activate if we give it a reason to. Oh, good idea. If y'all are offering free carpet cleaning, be my guest. The stain is an attempt at expression. There are no words, no decipherable patterns, but you can still feel it. A cry for help from something that has lost its voice. Something is crying out for help. You might be onto something, Loki. I wonder if the blood spells something out on the floor underneath. Have you tried tearing up the carpet? In a house owned by the government? Nope. I'm not messing with our carpets. I'd rather scrub ghost blood out of it every day than have the government take me to court for destroying their property. Could be a good idea. This could be a sign of structural damage, and I'm sure the government would rather know about it now than wind up with a bigger problem down the line, right? Ha, you would think. Only one way to be sure. Stella excitedly starts tugging at the corner of the carpet. Oh dear. You're doing the government a favour, really. We'll cover for you. You don't have to sweat it. What now? Stella pulls back the carpet, revealing a hatch. The floor around it stained in reddish brown. What if there isn't a ghost after all? What if somebody lives down there? Okay, maybe I don't want to sleep in here. Hatch. Nope. We're going down there, right? We're not going down there, right? Remain silent. A hatch! A hidden hatch. This is even better than finding a message. But there's no basement in this house. At least we weren't told about a basement. And look, all the red stuff is coming from underneath. Oh yeah, this is super haunted, alright? You've got a basement chock full of ghosts, I can just feel it. Still no readings though. None of the equipment has made a sound. Y'all know last month was super rainy. It's clearly been a long time since anyone stepped foot in the basement or crawl space or whatever it is under that hatch. There must be a leak that flooded the whole area under the house. The water dissolved the caulk around the edge and leaked through the carpet, and it's red because it's North Carolina and it's red as dirt. It's as simple as that. It's not mud, it's blood. Human blood. I tested it. Maybe you tested it right. It can't be blood, right? Whatever it is, I need to know what's down there. I need to know what's been under my bed all these years. Yeah, there's an old hatch in the floor that someone tried to seal up. We're not leaving until we've explored every nook and cranny. Have you considered that they may have tried sealing up because it's unsafe? Uh-oh. Do you think the flooding could have made the house unstable? I'm all in on ghost hunting, but I don't know if I could crawl into another dangerous crevice. I'm going for it. Fucking nearly spilled my drink. Seriously, I nearly spilled my drink. I didn't spill it. It's fine. There's no spillage. I didn't do it again. But nearly. You come to in Oscar's living room. You can't tell what time it is, and your friends are nowhere in sight. At least physically, this is Oscar's living room. Spiritually and mentally, you've been ripped away to some other place. The building feels colder, and there's something about the air that feels wrong. It's stale, with an undercurrent of mould and earth. You feel claustrophobic, as though you're in a coffin, each breath depleting what little oxygen is left. Hello? Is anybody here? There is no reply. Call Kanika. The phone rings. Eddie? You can hear something drop violently on the other end and then a dial tone. Who the fuck was Eddie? The phone rings. Eddie? It's the same voice you heard when you called Kanika, uttering the same phrase. You once again hear something drop violently on the other end and then a dial tone. I've been looking all over for you. Where did you... What? Why are you saying that? I didn't say anything. Yeah, okay, I get it. Pulling a funny little prank on your poor long-suffering cousin, playing some creepy old-timey radio clip over the phone. Did Kanika put you up to this? Whatever, just come home. I'm sick of chasing after you. The call disconnects. You dial 911. Hello, what's your... Hello? Is this some kind of prank? Franklin, come listen to this. Is that some kind of old-time radio show? It's just repeating the same phrase over and over. Somebody's trying to creep us out. Now hold on just a minute. Ain't this area code from Glasgow? I forgot that. I'll be damned. Listen here, Moki, we know that's you. You've got some nerve calling in with a juvenile prank like that. Damn if it ain't creepy though. Eddie? Eddie? Do we know any Eddies? Just hang up, Hugby. Gotta keep these lines clear for real callers. We'll deal with Moki later. Fuck it, call Isaacs. You decide to call Isaacs. After all, you do have his number, why not use it? Hello? Did you figure out what happened to it? Who the hell is Eddie? Alright, this is real creepy. What are you do- The call disconnects. That's enough. You put your phone away. This clearly isn't getting you anywhere. Whatever just happened was weird, but your friends are probably still in Rosalina's room. You head further into the house. Something isn't right. It feels like a late summer afternoon. The air is warm and wet, and the scent of flowers drifts on the breeze. Fuck me! Movement stirs as a figure cloaked in shadows rises to attention. Who are you? What are you doing on my property? Holy shit, Stella, you scared me! Did you see Eddie? No one's called me that in a long time. It's Edwardine now. I'm not a child anymore. Stella, why do I think your name is the lover? I wish I could say the same. You should have stayed gone. And you absolutely shouldn't have shown up here, of all places. If you're caught, I don't think you understand what Father might do. Ah, crud, I think I missed a line. I can't. It's not that easy for me. My brothers were sent to Normandy, and now I'm the only Scarlet left besides Father. I have responsibilities, Charlie. Oh God, Stella, you're not... Oh, there's a play-along. Screw your family, screw my family. Why are we let the choices made by our fathers destroy our lives too? I kinda want to do this instead of play along. Oh, play along. Oh, fuck me. I know you still love me. You should just get out of town while you can. Whatever you came back for, it's not worth it. You're right, what I came back for isn't worth it, but you are. I won't leave the Holler without you. If you change your mind, I'll be around. She's gone, along with the shadow in the corner of the room. You're alone again in this strange garden. Follow her. You move to follow the narrow path through the foliage. As you step forward, a single door standing solitary in the middle of the garden appears before you. Enter. You walk up to the door and open it. Bells ring as a cacophony rages outside. The door in front of you pulsates as figures unseen bang against it. The shaded figure from the garden sits in the corner, ever so slightly more defined. Junior, pack your things, quickly, hurry. Maybe we should run him out on a rail too. Make an example of the whole family. Jesus Christ, how many more times am I going to get jump scared? Wait, are there multiple ghosts? Mama, what's going on? Please, he's only a child. We'll leave peacefully, just give us a little time. They were only children too. My boy was in there. Why should I give Junior here all the time in the world to gather his little toys and fancy clothes? My boy didn't have that kind of luxury. Why aren't you possessing me? Why everyone else? I don't even live here. Play along if you're going to be mean about it. Maybe I won't pack. No, mystical. Mama, what's the man talking about? Why hasn't Daddy come home yet? Don't listen to him, Charlie. Just keep packing. Looks like the others are on their way. Better hurry, boy. Or you and your little dolls here might get burned up. And as for you, lady, what makes you think you're gonna be keeping any of those valuables you're packing in that fine suitcase of yours? Daddy said when he's not here, I'm the man of the house. You don't get to push it around or call the police. Or, I already know Charles Shaw wasn't responsible for the collapse. You don't have to tell me that. I already know Charles Shaw wasn't responsible for the collapse. Trust me, boy. The coppers ain't coming here tonight. What makes you think you can talk to an adult like that? Maybe they should have had you working in the mines too, instead of lazing about this big house. Maybe you'd have learned a thing or two about respecting your elders. Don't talk to my son like that. Don't talk to me like that, woman. I call the shots. Now get it? Unless you want to go up in flames with all your precious jewels and expensive dresses. You're lucky I'm even letting you leave. I don't want to go. I haven't packed all my puppets. I haven't said goodbye to Eddie. I don't want to leave or address the shadow. Am I supposed to be you? Ooh, choices! I kinda want to do the mystical, but addressing the shadow's hitting me more. Oh, fuck off, phone. Sorry. I just had a Google alert thing come up on my phone that said, tell Mum she's the best. Fuck off. Get fucked. Sorry. Am I supposed to be you? It's okay, Charlie. You can make new ones even better than these. It's good for him. Shouldn't be playing with dolls anyway. Now you're gonna have to earn your keep just like the rest of us, boy. No more big inheritance for you. The mother and the mob are whisked away, leaving you behind in an empty room. As they depart, the front door stops pounding and opens into a beckoning white void. Before you have the chance to think, another door creaks open on what you thought was the ceiling. There you are. This is quite the maze, isn't it? And absolutely crawling with this miserable little parasites. Bottom feeders. Oh, runner talk! Ooh! Save! Runner talk! Oh, runner talk, runner talk, runner talk, runner talk, runner talk! Runner talk! Ah! Talk! Ah! Talk too much! Ah! Fuck! Talk! No, not you again. Hey man, what's up? How'd you get? Hey man, what's up? You're no longer threatened by me. Good. Maybe now we can be friends. As he approaches, a smell hits you. Sweating, suffocated flesh with a tinge of the saccharine and stomach-churning scent of decay. Shall we find the end of this little maze? walk forward into the void or run past him into the void. I'm not running. There's no need for you to run away from Wayne. You step past him and walk into the void. You're outside, and it's night. A false moon looming massive in the painted sky. Wayne is gone. The night feels thick and warm, insects lively, their calls unnaturally tinny. Everything feels warped and wrong, like you're listening to a record fished from the bottom of a pond. Unless your eyes are playing tricks on you, the shadow in the corner keeps getting closer. Bitch! You poor dear. I've been keeping track of you, scuttling around town like a tomcat. You've fallen hard for Miss Edwardine, haven't you? Kanika, you better not be dead. You're my ride out here. Fuck. Kanika, I'll get you out of here, I promise. Who are you supposed to be? If you're trying to scare me, it's not working. Play along. Back off, lady. I don't know you, and if you don't, I'm gonna go for this one. Back off, lady. I don't know you, and if you know what's good for you, you don't know me either. There's no need to be embarrassed. Your secret is safe with me. You know, I never did approve of what the Scarlets did to your family, and what it did to the two of you young'uns. Childhood sweethearts. Just think how lovely it would be if you could just be happy together. That's what you want, isn't it? The plot thickens. Don't talk about my family, I don't need life advice. Nah, we're not going to do that one. That's all I want. What should I do? I'm sure by now you've realised the young lady doesn't plan on leaving with you. But it's not for lack of desire, as you well know. It's Enoch. Even if you dragged her over the town limits, his hold over her would make sure neither of you were ever happy again. Just think of what happened to your poor mother and father. Do you want that to be the two of you? We would never be like them. We love each other. My mother just loved his money. As soon as it was gone, so was she. And then all he loved was booze. Me and Eddie aren't like that. The powers at work here are stronger than even your love could withstand. You need to break the bonds holding her here. Then you can both go free. No more misfortune, not for you, not for anyone else bold enough to step foot outside the Holler. The witch mimes handing you something, though her hand is empty. Everything you need to know is on that map. Something about this woman doesn't sit right. She must have some sort of ulterior motive. What's that about misfortune and stepping outside the Holler? Is the town cursed? Mystical, I don't understand. Is this a map or some kind of poem? Oh! I don't understand. Is this a map and some kind of poem? That's where you'll find them. You need her there. And be careful. Good luck to the both of you. I hope you get your happiness. And then she's gone.
trying to get rid of me, it'll have to try harder. Why are you following me? Clearly, you need protecting. I'm just looking out for you. What the hell is going on in this town? I'm sure you'll be able to piece it together soon enough. I'd rather you find out on your own first. That's the only way you can really know who to trust. And then I can finally tell you more. There is so much to discuss when that time comes. What are you? I'm a friend. Do you know the way out? I will soon. But in the meantime, you have nothing to fear. I'm watching over you.
I really rather you didn't. Thanks, I appreciate it. I'm not worried about myself. I'm worried about my friends. I don't need you following me. Take myself. Please don't leave. I'm going to leave it at that. There's nothing I want to say that would react.
Do you know the muffin? The muffin man?
You continue forward through the uncanny underbrush.
Once again, you find yourself separated and alone. A long wooden corridor stands before you, littered with bottles and rails. A figure rises to attention, blocking your way. I'm afraid he doesn't have long. If there's anything you need to say to him, I'd say it now. As the caretaker is swept away, the room pulls itself to you and you find yourself looming over a deathbed. The father lies in its centre, looking pitifully small. I'm sorry, boy. Sorry I let my troubles drive your mama away. Sorry those troubles mean I'm leaving you all alone now.
Jesus, that looks excruciating.
You're getting what you deserve.
I don't know if that's true though. I'm not going to say forgiveness because that's what it wants, but it'll all be over soon.
Junior, how many times do I have to tell you? I tried to stop it from happening, but that damned snake Enoch went behind my back.
There's Enoch again. Here we go with the whole Enoch thing. Not for that, for what you did to her family. We could have just started over instead you son of a bitch Scarlet made you out to be. No, I'll go with that one. Instead you became the bitch.
You're right. I've been using that excuse for too many years. At a certain point, a man has to accept when he's dug his own grave. They may have run me out, but they did put the bottle in my hand. Still, they destroyed our legacy, boy. Both our names are cursed with that history. I'll be dead and gone soon, but I won't be able to rest. Not until our name is cleared. Not until you can pass on this name with pride. This is my only request, Charlie. Go back there. Tell people the truth. Try to find proof. I don't know how I don't know what you'll have to do, but please. I know I ain't been the best father, but I'm no murderer. Is that why you were getting close with Edwardine in the garden? Damn it, boy, I do not have till the morning. Promise me. Promise you'll go back and at least show a bastard what for. I promise I'll go back.
Oh! You got Elm Street.
You watch as the father's body seizes and falls through the sheets, taking the rattling pile of bottles with him. Such theatrics. What a waste of time. Why force you to see any of this? People always think their own experiences are so important. But what does any of it matter? Are my friends dead? They're alive. I'm not sure if they'll stay that way. Do you know what it's trying to tell me? Yes. And it's trivial. Don't worry yourself with it. You keep disappearing. It's doing its best to keep us apart. But I have a feeling it'll be over soon. Then the exit won't be hard to find. I guess I'll see you when I see you. It shouldn't be hard to find you again. You move back to the bed to quietly leave through the hole the father left behind and crawl through. You find yourself pressed uncomfortably against a trellis. A small castle sits off to one side of the wall, and the bars of a prison loom over both of you, and all of it and all of you. Climbing up the trellis again. How very Romeo and Juliet of you. No need to run off. I won't tell the old man. Though you've gotten sloppy, you should try to be more careful if you don't want him putting you in an early grave. The hell is the entity? Who are you? Are you one of Eddie's brothers? I thought they were dead. Yeah, I'll go with that one. I thought they were dead. No, not one of her brothers. I'm a prisoner, another victim of the Scarlet's lies. Like you, Charles Shaw. Holy shit, has my family been keeping people locked up? I too hate the Scarlets, except for lovely Edwardine. Please do tell me of their secrets and lies. A mere generation makes no difference. His blood runs in your veins, does it not? And now, it runs in hers. Yes, it seems your little trysts bore fruit. Oh, will you ever be in trouble when the old man finds out? Wait, I'm going to be a daddy? Spoilers. So Charlie and Eddie got together at some point after he came back. You know, you don't have to keep dangling there. Come inside. You'll be able to hear me through the door just fine. The world around you swirls, and you find yourself pulled to the other side of the wall. A door bound by countless locks and chains pulsates before you. There are so many locks. I can't free you if that's what you're after. That's not what I invited you in for. I couldn't escape even with your help. I merely wanted to offer a warning. Leave town now.
I've been trying to. I'm stuck here, same as you. Absolutely not. I'm not leaving without her. Especially if what you say is true.
You can't take her with you. It's not possible. You can always stay and die. But if I were you, I would use my healthy legs and run as far away from Scarlet Hollow as possible. I hear the beaches are nice. Why don't you take a permanent vacation there?
You're wrong. I know it's possible if that weird map have the spell or whatever it is, me and her could. Why should I trust you?
Ha! You've been talking to the witch then. How very interesting.
Charlie, get away from the door. Don't listen to it. I'll listen to whoever I dang well please. Eddie, are you pregnant? Eddie, what's going on? I promise we'll frig you freeze. Look at me. Ah! Eddie, what the hell is going on here?
How does it know that? Interesting interpretation.
Alright, spill it. Tell me everything you know about whatever just happened.
A conversation was had. Information was shared. The wording is a little off, but memory tends to do that. I get the feeling we're nearly at the end of this little maze. Stay close.
Wayne disappears into the dark corridor. You follow close behind. For the first time, you and Wayne enter a new room unseparated. The two of you finding yourselves huddled under a large table. The lover stares through you as indecipherable murmurs and shuffling feet echo from the ends of the table.
They're so lovely. Are you sure I can keep one? You must have worked very hard on them.
This one's extra creepy. She did a baby voice. I was trying to, but I failed.
Of course, it's a present. When you look at it, you can remember all the fun we had. Just let the scene play out. There's no use trying to communicate, whether with the resonant or your little friends.
I'll try to keep it away from my brother so he doesn't smash it. Though I wish I could make it move like you can. And you can even do the voices. You know, you could probably make real money if you put on a show for people. I'm just talking here because I'm scared it makes it easier to cope. If we're near the end of things, do we have a plan yet? You can't tell me what to do, Wayne. I'll talk as much as I want. I'm not in it for the money. These wooden dolls are a mere stepping stone for the real deal, people. That's the plan. That's the plan. I won't be a travelling performer. Why don't you come with me? Why you can go for and put a show for our kids? Sorry, I'm talking really fast.
Please, don't engage with it while I try to find another door.
A travelling show? And you'd want me there too? Oh, could we go to towns along the beach? I've heard the Outer Banks are the most beautiful place in the world. Remain silent. He's asked me to remain silent. You quietly let the scene finish playing out. Thank you, Charlie. I've always wanted to see the ocean.
Except everything crashes to a thunderous black before you or Wayne can get in another word. A single spotlight remains, illuminating a trapdoor in the centre of the stage. You feel drawn to it. It opens. You feel a shove from behind and tumble through the hatch. It took some digging, but it's there. The map was right. That means there's hope, Eddie. Whatever it is Enoch did, we can undo it. We can be happy together. Eddie? Wayne is gone once again. There's nothing here but you and the howling void. Do you repent? Do you repent for your crimes? For the first time tonight, you recognize the names of your companions. Does this mean that the resonant has grown weaker? Or is this yet another part of its act? Let it continue. You let the spirit continue. You must answer for the crimes committed by your scarlet blood. Until you do, I cannot die. I want to die. Please. I've been alone in the dark for so long. All I ask is for some of your years to pay for the years that were taken from me. My life was stolen from me. I want some of yours. It's only fair. The sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. Forfeit your years, and I will finally leave. What happens if I refuse? Then I will stay. I will stay until I get what I'm owed. I don't understand. You will live a shorter life. I will finally be satisfied. I will have justice. I will finally die. I will leave this house at last. How much shorter would my life be? That isn't for you to know. Just as it wasn't for me to know. One day, sooner than you'd like, you will die. A smell hits you, that now familiar wet, unwell odour. What an annoying pest you are. But you couldn't keep me out for long. It seems we've exhausted its power. Holding all these bodies hostage must have been quite taxing. Come along, Moki. It's desperate, but it has no power over you. There's no need to bow to the will of such a frayed and broken consciousness. Leave it to fester.
Sacrifice years of your life or leave.
What about my friends? What happens to them if I just leave? They've already left. They're not a factor in this. Where will Oscar and Rosalina live if the ghost stays? Don't give years of your life for something so insignificant. But I can't just leave the ghost here. You can.
You're right, I want to help, but I can't justify the cost. Screw the sins of the father crap, I don't know this ghost a thing. Okay, I'm trusting you, you better make it count. Oh, those two. Sins of the father crap, I don't know the ghost a thing.
Okay. I'm trusting you. You better make this count. You don't need my help. Close your eyes. Feel for the stairs. You close your eyes. You fumble in the darkness, reaching out your hands and grasping the air until your palm finds wood. It's the staircase. You can feel it under your hands. You begin your ascent. Good. You've made it out of the pit. His overpowering smell returns as you place a confident foot on the wooden floor of what you assume must be Rosalina's room. You open your eyes as you try to hold your breath. You feel a hand on your back. You shudder knowing what it's attached to. Don't fall for it. Keep feeling your way forward. You continue. You feel the doorframe under your palm and then the sturdy walls of the hallway beyond. Wayne's palm continues to gently urge you forward. You stumble into the corridor between the annex and library. The real world is swimming back into focus. Good. The main doors are just ahead. You feel a shove as Wayne pushes you forward. You fall towards the entrance, your legs still unsure of the ground beneath you, and the doors fly open.
I got an achievement for rejecting a burden and for rejecting something or surviving this without using a special trait. That was interesting. You're outside. It's real this time. A cool autumn breeze blows small piles of dried leaves across the steps of the library. You made the right choice. It would have been so easy to fall for its tricks. I'm proud that you didn't. Be seeing you. He leaves before you can say anything in response. Thank God you made it out, Moki. I went to get Mum when I realised you hadn't left the library with the rest of us. I figured if anyone knew what to do, it'd be her. I see someone beat me to the punch. Sounds like you've had quite the evening. My bones weren't meant to bend like that. I'm going to be hurting for a few days at least. I suppose I'll have to find another place for me and Rosalina to stay. This was such a disaster. I'm so sorry I brought you all into that house. I should have left the place to rot. You and Rosalina could always stay with us, Mr. Gutierrez. Gutierrez. I wouldn't want to impose on your parents like that. It's a lot to ask. I can figure this out. Do you think the ghost will let me back in for a do-over? The impending doom coming to town is more important than a single ghost. I have to be at my best. We need to regroup and think about our options. I wasn't about to make a deal like that in the heat of the moment. I'm sorry, I don't think I could have handled. There's a lot of choices. I wasn't about to give up part of my life to make amends for something I didn't do. It's okay. It's just a house and we don't even own it. And even if we did, that ghost was asking for quite the down payment. Oscar's right. And besides, there's no walking this back. The spirit is far too strong for that now. You should take Alexis up on that offer. At least for tonight. Oscar sighs. You're right. I'm going to peace out. Back-to-back encounters with my own mortality. I've got a lot to ponder. See you, Rosalina. See you, Alexis. Zane walks off down the road. To think that ghosts are actually real. Stella's got to be over the moon right now. Actually, wait. Where is Stella? Oh, she's just standing there. By herself. That isn't like her. Is she okay? I was wondering the same thing. I mean, we just saw a ghost and she's standing off by herself. Which, like, fair. That'd be a normal reaction from anyone else who'd just seen a ghost, but this is Stella we're talking about. I'll go talk to her. I'm gonna go check in with her. You walk over to Stella. Oh, hey Moki. You okay? I'm so sorry, Moki. I don't think I can talk right now. I'll call you, okay? She hurries off down the road. I think she took the brunt of things in there. No wonder she's having a hard time right now. Should we go after her? I think she just needs some time to herself. Stella's never been the kind to share her burdens, and I doubt that'll change just because someone goes chasing after her. If anything, it'd just make her clam up even more. She's a strong girl. She'll be okay. I'm honestly surprised that she and Zane are the only ones heading out right now. We've all been through something awful, and each and every one of you needs rest. Especially you, Kanika. We don't want that cold of yours to get any worse. God, what a disaster this whole night has been. I had no idea it would turn out like this. I'm so sorry, everyone. Stop apologising, Dad. We're the ones who don't have a house anymore. We don't even have the library. There's another carving in there that keep giving me visions. I wonder if those things are tied to everything. Yeah, I wonder. One is a coincidence, but two of them on back-to-back nights. And if you're right and there's another one in the clinic... I'm sorry, I'm a little lost. You've been finding carvings around town and they've been giving you visions? This is news to me too. I'm sure everyone here could stand around theorising about this and that all night long. There'll be plenty of time for that tomorrow. Loki, I'd love to discuss these visions over tea. Do any of you know who you're... this is still... Do you know who you're supposed to be? I've got done remake. Shit. No idea. The words just came out. There was no context, nothing. But there was a weird feeling, like an overwhelming guilt. I was so angry. I was mostly just scared. I didn't feel any of those things. I felt... I don't know how to describe it. I felt powerful. I was just cold. I spent a lot of time with Wayne in there. Yeah, I noticed. We could smell him as soon as we snapped out of it. What happened? Did he hurt you? No. I don't know, I think he's harmless. He was part of the reason I left the ghost behind. He really didn't want me to make a deal with it. He seemed to know something about whoever it was playing. He was part of the reason that I left the ghost behind. Weird. It's like he has some sort of obsession with you, isn't it? We don't need to trouble Moki for the details. No one pay any mind to that man. He's just a drifter. He'll be gone soon enough. In the meantime, steer clear and he won't make trouble. I guess I should probably head back. We should probably get going too. It's starting to get chilly out and I don't want to keep Alexi's parents up too late. I'll be over later tonight with some bedding and hot tea, and I'll have Miles bring you groceries in the morning. Don't be a stranger and let us know if you need anything, okay? I believe it's time for me to get my daughter home as well. But, Kanika dear, you haven't been feeling well. You need to get some rest. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow, Moki? Yeah, I haven't forgotten what we talked about this morning. Cool. Neither have I. Kanika wearily treks back to the general store. I'll be back in a moment to walk you home, dear. I just need to put tea on and give your cousin a quick call. Sybil leaves you and catches up to her daughter. My whole body hurts. Mum, what was that? And I want a better answer than a ghost. You'll be alright. Let me get you some of that special tea. It's been working well, don't you think? I think she's been drugging her, like removing memories or something. I think ibuprofen would be better, but I gotta admit the tea is nice. I'll put the kettle on as soon as we get home. Guess it's just the two of us now. Do you regret coming along? Like, that was a horrible experience that'll stick with me for the rest of my days, and we failed to get rid of the ghost, but failure has a way of bringing people together. And hey, I got genuinely possessed back there. How many people can say they were possessed by a ghost? What do you remember? As far as I know, all of it. I might start forgetting soon, but for now it's all fresh. The twisting wasn't the most pleasant, but even though I feel like I got tossed in a blender, it honestly made me feel so alive. So you have no idea who you were? I could roughly place most of the others. None whatsoever. But I remember everything I said, and I remember that cold feeling. A prisoner of the Scarlets. I wonder what your family was up to back then. I guess we can add it to the ever-growing pile of mysteries. I guess you finally got some shared trauma with everyone now. Avery chuckles, grabs at the wrists, grabs at the ribs, wincing. Yeah, I guess I do, huh? I know tonight was horrific, but it was also thrilling. And knowing we all went through it together, it makes it easier. There are people to commiserate with tomorrow morning when the soreness really starts to set in. Still, I feel worse for Oscar and Rosalina than I feel for myself. I'll see if there's something Aunt Winnie can do to help them out. At the very least, I can help them spruce things up with some plants once they find a place to settle in. Which reminds me, I better get back home. I'm supposed to have a shift tomorrow morning. I might have to call in sick, but here's hoping a good night's sleep was enough to heal up. Avery heads off, leaving the square in front of the library empty. Sybil returns not long after. It's time to go back to the estate. Your cousin wasn't exactly thrilled to hear about what happened tonight, but I think I blunted her anger as much as I could. Shall we? Go back to the estate. Oh, I enjoyed it a lot, Zethus. You once again find yourself on the long trek back up to the estate. The night feels cold, the crunch of leaves beneath your feet deafening in the quiet wilderness. Let's stop here for a bit. These old bones need a moment to rest. I've got dinner to cook, Sybil. Get on with it. Sybil, what is Wayne? It's like I said, he's just a man. Who does she think you are? There's no way in hell that Wayne is just a man. No, absolutely not. He's not just a fucking man. How the hell do you think I'd buy that? I'm sorry. The smile briefly fades from her face.
Language, Moki. We don't use words around like that around here.
Here we fucking do. Trust me.
And to respond to your accusation, it's not exactly polite to share people's medical history. I may not have taken a Hippocratic oath, but I still respect the privacy of others.
Edwardine killed Charles Jr., but it feels like I'm only scratching the surface on things.
What did my family do? Is that what the spirit showed you? Your family built one of the most powerful coal empires in Appalachia. Those sorts of things don't come without betrayal and bloodshed.
These are all assumptions, of course, and I'm just an old woman who enjoys her tea. The Scarlet Empire is far older than these rattling bones.
If you want the bloody details, I'm afraid you'll have to find them yourself. Wayne didn't want to make a deal with that ghost. Of course he didn't. Some people will never understand the kind of sacrifice that was laid upon the table tonight. If you'd gone through with that deal, it would have been an affront to everything he is. That's enough rest for me. Let's carry on for a bit. You and Sybil walk deeper into the woods. You're getting closer to the estate. One last rest, and we'll get you home. There was a stone carving of a goat's head and a pack of wolves in that basement. There was something similar in the mines last night too. A circle of arms and chains. Both of them gave me visions.
Was there now? That's quite an interesting development.
Perhaps we can discuss these visions over tea. My grandmother has a special blend that supposedly helped with dreams and visions. I'll be sure to have some ready by tomorrow. Maybe it'll help us piece things together. I understood those visions perfectly well. I don't need any special tea to help me decipher them. Well, that's fair enough, but you should swing by tomorrow regardless. It's always best to think about these things after the mind's had time to rest, even for one as perceptive as yours. There's ditchlings everywhere. There are. And I'm afraid that they would still be this numerous even if you had managed to exorcise the spirit you encountered tonight. Its presence was merely a symptom of the rot in this place rather than its cause. People are unfortunately just going to have to get used to the sight of these things in the coming days. Are you a witch? She laughs, surprised by your question. I suppose some people might call me one, but I'm just an old woman who fancies herself a bit of a healer. What you call yourself isn't important. You're more powerful than you let on. Well, I do drink plenty of tea. I'm so sorry, Moki. I completely forgot to send you home with some tonight.
Why can't I just go home? Like my real home?
I'm afraid this is your real home. It called to you, didn't it? Otherwise you would never have gotten on that bus. Nobody really leaves the Holler. At least, not forever. Call it a quirk of the town.
No. Excuse me?
Oh my. You look absolutely horrified. I was just pulling your leg, dear. People leave town all the time. We just haven't been blessed with the most frequent public transportation. Thank you for patiently waiting with an old woman, Moki. I feel spry as a spring chicken. You and Sybil trek through the remainder of the woods and find yourselves on the outskirts of the estate. I'm looking forward to continuing our chat tomorrow once you've had some time to rest. Good luck handling Tabitha. I tried to soften her up over the phone, but there's only so much softening you can do with someone that prickly, bless her heart. Get a good night's rest, Moki. You've earned it. Sybil heads back through the woods, leaving you alone to face Tabitha.
It's going to be a later. You open the door to the estate as quietly as you can, only to find your cousin anxiously pacing in the foyer. She'd been waiting for you. So you finally came back? After last night, I thought we were done with all the running around in secrecy. Guess I was too optimistic. Just because you were considerate enough to give me a heads up about my workers doesn't give you a free pass to do whatever you want. Do you know how stuff like this impacts me? Do you even care? I'm really sorry, I mean it. Oh, can you lay off? Tabitha, I need to talk to you about some stuff. Now's really not the time. She's not going to believe that. I spent a lot of time with Wayne tonight. Do you think mentioning that awful man is supposed to garner sympathy from me or something? He seems like nice. What are you hiding about him? Wayne is none of my business anymore. He's his own man. But I don't like that you're engaging with him in any kind of conversation. And if he tries to talk to you again, just walk away. He's not the decent man I used to know. Conversation over. Oscar's house was haunted by the ghost of Charles Shaw Jr., who was murdered by Edward and Scarlet. I wanted years of my life in exchange for leaving, but I wasn't about to give it what I wanted. Was there a gas leak in the library or something? Do you realise how ridiculous you sound right now? Where are Oscar and Rosalina supposed to live, Tabitha? Ghosts are our family's fault. I'm sure they'll figure something out. Odds are if they need a place to stay, I'll hear from them tomorrow. I think I've got a rental unit I can spare for a reasonable price. Even if I do get a call, you better not think that counts as proof you saw a ghost. It's much more likely there was a gas leak than the ghost of her great-grandmother, her great-grandmother murdered. There was another one of those stones in Oscar's house. It gave me another vision. Like last night. That was gas. I'm sure whatever you thought you saw tonight was similar. Maybe you had another seizure. All the more reason you shouldn't run off and not tell me where you are. Who put them there? You expect me to know? They're probably some kind of ancient artifact, and I'm not an archaeologist. Have you been getting enough sleep? You sound a little delirious. They've been telling me a lot of stuff about our family. I think we've done some terrible stuff, Tabitha. And all of it is probably your imagination, because they're hallucinations stemming from either gas or, I don't know, your own guilt and exhaustion. City folks love to self-flagellate. What if they're what's making all this supernatural stuff happen? Okay, let's say for a second that there's something supernatural happening in town and that these stones are causing it. What are we supposed to do about it? Run around and smash them? Rhetorical question, but also I've got news for you. One of them is buried under 20 tons of rock. I think I should go to a doctor. All these passing out in visions and hallucinations, this could be a medical emergency. You know where Dr. Kelly lives? And if you don't, just ask Stella. Maybe an appointment would be a good idea. That's pretty much it. Great, then I'm going to bed. Your cousin walks off, leaving you alone. You don't even notice yourself entering the guest room and falling into bed. Suddenly, you're just there, buried under your family's musty covers. It's Wednesday night. Nearly half a week has passed since you first arrived in town, and a little over half a week remains until the bus comes to take you home. The spirit of Charles Shaw Jr. now commands the entirety of City Hall, a swirling void of wrath and despair that the people of this town will have to learn to ignore. Disaster looms, its tallest yet, over Scarlet Hollow. I like this episode. I wished I'd started streaming earlier though.
Episode 4 awaits. If you'd like to save before continuing, please do so now.
And that, as they say, is that. For today, anyway. You do have to wait until tomorrow's Ethis because I have to go make dinner for my laddie and me. Because it's already way later than I plan to make dinner normally. Now, I don't know what's happening later today. I might feel like streaming again today, but likely it'll be back tomorrow. If I do it tomorrow, and then episode 5 on Tuesday, then on my birthday, I can play something completely different. Or something similar, but different. Anyway, I'm going to go. I'm going to go make dinner. I'm going to go rest my voice for a little bit. Take care of yourselves, you wonderful, wonderful kids that yous are. I'm on Discord for anybody that wants me, and for anybody that doesn't, yeah, your loss. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Cheerio, bye.